Good evening, everyone. Hope we are all going well. Feel like I'm out of breath. Been running around for the last half hour or so, just trying to get everything sorted before the Watchalong tonight. But hope we're all going well, ready for this. Hopefully, will be it will be a better game than last night, because last night was shocking. Fantasy and footy, just everything about the game was just not good. So looking forward to this one. I'm going to chuck my $2 multi on now. So I'll quickly just go through the chat and then I'll put this on. So Susan with a super chat. Thank you, mate. I was going to say thank you, mate, but yeah, mate either way. But thank you, Susan. Very much appreciate the super chat there. Hey, Bales. How you going, Susan? Hope you're going well. Hopefully you've got some players tonight, and hopefully maybe Dacos is one of them. So hopefully he's in for a good game. Limit, smash likes up. Yes, please smash the likes up. Last night, if anyone was watching, we were live for probably 20 minutes after the Watchalong to try and get those likes up. So if we can get the 100 likes before the game finishes, that would be fantastic. So I don't have to wait to have my dinner afterwards. So, but the quicker the likes get up, the more super chats we get, more engagement. That's what helps the algorithm stuff. So it gets more people into the Fanatics community, which would be good. So if you guys can just do that, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Will says, now I'm going Dale. Is it Dale to Whit or Merritt? I'm Merritt this week, Whitfield next week. But if you want to just lock in Whitfield, I can't blame you for going there. Very late question. Who out for Butters between Flanders, Powell and Long? What's Powell been doing? I don't even know, to be honest. What has Powell been doing? Let's have a look. Tom Powell. Averaging 89 for the year. 102, 72, 113, 50, and then a 104. So he's been okay. That 50 against Hawthorn was awful, but just put out 100 last week. He's got Melbourne this week. He's arguably the one I'd almost hold out of the three just for this week. Maybe you trade... Well, Flanders is capped at like 90, right? So Flanders, he's got a break even of 61. Probably going to make a bit more cash. But then Long probably puts up a good score, right? So Long's break even is 109. I think I'm Long out of the three, but either of them, Damon, is fine. If it's Merritt, even though Campo meets his lot, I can trade Dale to Laird and move Laird to my midfield and then edit Laird to Merritt because of Merritt can't play defence. Do that, Will. That's fine. Yep, I'm thinking ranking out this week for McRae, next week Goulden in for Long, and then week after Whitfield for Mills. If everything goes to plan. Yep, I like that. Thinking Rankin goes for Dale. Yeah, either or. I think Rankin does if you can get the upgrade. That's fine. Doc Holly, g'day, Bars. Hope you have another great fantasy week. Come on, Nick Dales, give us a sweet 150. That would be fantastic, mate. And thank you, mate. Hope the same to you. And there we go. So, what do we got? Foster, should I do Larky out for Georgiades, Elliot Hogan? If you want a real pod, Georgiades this week against West Coast could be the guy. Hey, Bales, just the Dacos Brothers tonight, says Elizeno. Yep, just the Dacos Brothers for me as well. G'day, Bales says Haz. G'day, Haz. Let's get likes flowing, says John Sanders. Come on, Ned Long and Dacos. Your boy Zenith, thoughts on Jake Lloyd? A bit risky for me, but you could do worse, to be honest. But yes, no, John, thank you for asking to get lights flowing. Yes, please do. Evening, Bales. G'day and good luck to all. Thank you, Shannon. Hope you're going well as well. What's fit into Bales, says Jimmy. Not sure. Had the dinner planned last night. Baked potatoes was nice. But not sure about tonight, Jimmy. So it's a good question. Susan, Nick Dagos VC, let's go. Yep, got the VC on him as well. Has Bales, it worth looping Holmes on the bench in case he cops a Bedford tag? He has put up some stinky 60s earlier this year when tag would be looping Angus Cut against Richmond. If you've got a red dot, not a purple dot, but if you've got a red dot, you probably could. You just to see what happens. Kyle, man, hey, Bales, trade out Sarong or Sam Darcy first? We chatted about this on the pre-lockout chat. It's a tricky one. Who would you be going to, Kyle? That would be my question. Who would you be going to? Sarong to who or Darcy to who? That would answer it. Damon Snell, cheers, Bales, smash the likes, people. Thank you, Damon. Appreciate that. Yes, smash the likes. I need Dagos to go big. Let's go, says Defenders Bro. Agreed. Convince me I can't decide. Sorry, Sarong and Dacos or Butters and Merritt? I think I'm Sarong and Dacos, but yeah, it's an interesting one. Like Butters and Merritt both got good matchups and won't lose a heap of cash this week like Sarong, but I think I just want Dacos, so I'd go for that option. Alrighty, I need to quickly do my multi for tonight that I wanted to do. So let's have a look. What are we going to do? So, okay, sport. Okay. Let's go Collingwood, Gold Coast. We'll do disposals as we always do. Disposals. Okay, so I'll go for Nick Dacos for 30 plus. I'll go Noah Anderson for... might go 30 plus as well, you know. He's probably going to have a good night. I'll go Josh Dacos for 25. I'll go Took for 20. Tom Mitchell for 20. Flanders for 20. Fiorini for 15. Ned Long for 15. Anyone else? No, I reckon that's probably it, to be honest. It's about to start anyway, so I've got to get it in. So we'll go $2. We get our money back anyway, but let's have a look. So we get $11 if that comes off. Just a little one tonight. Not a big one. We'll see how it goes. We're not going to go crazy. I'll do the same one on Sportsbet because you get your money back there for whatever. So we'll do $10. So where is it? So disposals. I only do disposals. I don't worry about doing any of the goal kickers or anything. Just because it can be real hit and miss. I won't worry about the 10 disposals there. So 15, Fiorini. Probably could have added down Rioli, you know. That's fine. Won't worry about it. Anyone else? No. So we'll go Ned Long. There, cool. Game's about to start. We actually might not have time to do it. Let's see if we can get this in on time. I'll go Flanders for 20. Mitchell for 20. I don't think I'm going to get this in on time, I don't reckon. Josh Dacos 25. And then we'll go Anderson and Dacos for 30. See if we can get this in on time. Nah, being suspended. So just missed out, unfortunately. Oh no, it still says 33 seconds. So we should be able to get this in. Where's the disposals? 30 touches. No, I reckon it's... Yeah, no, too late. That's okay. All good. We'll see if I can just do 10. But game's underway. We've got the game underway now. Yeah, no, I didn't get in, Tom, for Sportsbet, but that's okay. But game's underway. There's Anderson with a kick as well. Thought we'd be able to get that one in on time, but we got something at least. But yeah, let me know in the comments who you guys have got playing in the game tonight. I've just got the Dacos brothers. Just if I'd obviously want there's Noah Anderson with another handball. If I just want a good VC score from Nick Dacos, and then for his brother Josh a ton up would be nice in a game like this. Obviously, it's a good matchup. There's Nick Dacos, no disposal. He might get caught holding the ball here, you know. No holding the ball. I'm surprised actually. Dan Houston's down in the middle of the ground at the moment. Ben Long looks like he took him out. But if you are tuning in live, as always, do make sure you smash a like on the video. We've got 21 already, so very much appreciate everyone that's done that so far. But keep smashing the likes up. That'd be very much appreciated. Here's Noah Anderson again. So Noah Anderson's made a pretty good start to the game. Some early touches for him, which is good. I don't have him, but I did think he would have a good game tonight. So a tiny refresh where Noah Anderson's up to 8 points already. Is Josh Dacos starting on the bench? Okay, that's interesting. Josh Dacos starting on the bench. That's didn't expect that to be the case. Hopefully it means he'll just come on in a couple of minutes and play the remainder of the quarter out. But maybe still feeling the effects of illness. Hopefully not. What does Rankin score this week, says Limits? It's a good question. What does Rankin score this week? Free kick for Matt Rao against Ned Long. What does he score this week? Clock matchup. Okay, so we got 18, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 40, 29. Yeah, there you go. So hopefully that's got you up there. So Matt Rao going for goal. Looks like a pretty nice kick. That's going to go all the way, I reckon. That's a goal for Matt Rao, I reckon. First goal of the game to Gold Coast. But yeah, it was ranking score this week. I'm going to go 82. Your boys in after they're only good for downgrade options. Yeah, it was probably Ashton Moyer last night would be the one. But next week, Moyer would be the pick. Coleman, Sarong to Butters or Merritt and Darcy to anyone 939k. Can you get McRae? If it's Darcy to McRae, I'd do that trade. I'd go Darcy to McRae, keep Sarong. Elizeno, I'm going Dale to Butters this week, moving Sheezel to defence. No clue what to do with my other trades, says Elizeno. Well, yeah, I like that trade. Obviously, I'm not sure what you do with the other one. Marco, g'day, Bales. Hope you're well, and let's have a better night fantasy compared to last night. Yes, hopefully, Marco, that's for sure. Crisp on Nando, says Shannon. So we'll see if that's a bit of a tag. Just Dacos brothers, Long and Anderson tonight. So a few people, Moon Boy, there. So it looks like free kick going to Collingwood. Wouldn't be shocked if Nick Dacos runs by for a handball. No, Dan Houston's the one that gets the handball receive. Long ball. Sullivan there. Schultz. Side bottom. I was hoping that Nick Dacos would be involved there. Nut Perryman, that's going to miss. Bales, could it be worth holding Merritt as a 23rd perimeter loop, him for his ceiling saws and then bench when getting a tag, says Haz. Yeah, that's a good play. If you've got Zap Merritt, that he's the perfect 23rd guy on the bench to do that with. So, yep, that's something definitely that you could look at. I think I could theoretically do that if I wanted to instead of, well, that'd be holding Doc, right? That'd be Doc as my 23rd primo next week. Like, I might be able to get Whitfield as a 23rd, get him in for like, I could maybe go, I'd have to play with it next week, but I could theoretically go Rouston down and maybe go like someone else up. But I'd have to have a look. Good mark by Darcy Moore there, actually. Very nice mark. Josh Dacos getting ready to come back on. So hopefully he comes back on now. And he has a short bench stint. Collingwood tanking tonight, says me, boy. I wouldn't think so. Clock Matt did it. Yep. Come on, Nano says band. Let's go Gold Coast, says me, boy. Cool. We're up to date with all the chat, which is nice. Which is good. So, but yes, if you haven't already, smash like on the video up to 23. The quicker we get up in likes, the better it is for the algorithm and everything. If you'd like to leave a super chat to give a little thanks as to all the watch-alongs we do, then feel free to put in a super chat. Even the $1 ones even really do help with the algorithm stuff. So feel free if you'd like to. You do not have to, but that is just, yeah. And you never know, if we get enough super chats, we might even do a cheeky shot if people want to see that. No touch for Flanders there, so Tom Mitchell's on, so he gets a tackle there. So it'll be ball up. I'm hoping that means Josh is on. So Sullivan free kick here. I think, is that against Flanders following the bolt? Must have been following the bolt. Interesting. No, Josh Dale is still on the bench. Yeah, come on. Like, why can't they get these rotations done? Like, seriously. Like, get him on now. Like, he's waiting. Good. I think that someone just ran through the camera. So, Josh, yep, Josh is on. Good. So, hopefully he can put up a good score. I'm just looking for a ton from Josh Dacos as someone that's a bit unique. Just the score that he puts up will probably... He's one of the guys that will probably determine what my rank looks like at the end of the week. Good mark by Jeremy Howe there. And Sullivan kicks it in midair, but goes to Rioli. That could be 50. Well, it should be 50. I don't know if it's going to be paid, but how is that holding? But Dacos wasn't. Top umpiring, says Marco. Oh, that's no surprise. Umpiring's always like that, unfortunately. Up to 25 likes as well, so appreciate everyone that's done that. There's a plus 6 coming up for Flanders. So anyone's got Flanders in their team, coming up for a disposal here. And it'll be a kick as well. Free kick to Gold Coast. Not sure what happened there. It's against Perryman going to Ben King. Don't know what happened there, but Ben King lining up for Gold Coast's second goal of the game. Come off Lennis's limits. And that's a goal to Ben King. So I was hoping for a behind, but it is a goal. So Gold Coast kicked the first couple of goals of the game. And haven't had much on the fantasy front at the moment, which is unfortunate. So Matt Rouse started well along with Sullivan, Moore, King, Fiorini. So Noah Anderson started pretty well with 4 touches. But Das Cameron's okay as well on 9. But yeah, Ned Long's on 5. Flanders on 5. But yeah, unfortunately, Nick Dacos has yet to touch the ball, which is surprising. I thought he would have got amongst it. Josh Dacos has obviously only just come on. So bit of a quiet start on the fantasy front. Obviously, a lot of us have got the Dacos brothers. A lot of people got Nick, maybe not Josh, but hopefully he can get involved moving forward. Let's go Gold Coast, says Moon Boy. Red lighting, I made a mistake. I don't know what to do with my trades after I accidentally reversed Doc to Whitfield. If I trade Caldwell down to Butters, it gives me 93k to put on a player's head. I don't know. Who would you be trading out there, Red line? Have you got rookies off field? Current thoughts are Warner or Petrarca to McRae and Liddy to Bus. Or Liddy Bus to Stevens Grot. Here's Nick Dacos finally. His first disposal. Gets the kick. Kick straight to Noble. I wouldn't trade Warner or Petrarca, I don't think. And then Liddy or Bus to Stevens. Or Gross to Shanahan. I don't love any of them. Because Gross to Shanahan's just a sideways 10k one and Shanahan's no point. If you said Gross to Moyer, I would have said, yep, that gets you near 100k. But because Warner's got good matchups coming up and so does Petrarca. So I don't know if I love any of those there, unfortunately. Here's Nick Dacos for another kick. Another disposal's probably going to get it back here as well. Yep. Another kick for Nick. So 3 kicks in pretty quick succession. Good kick as well to Jamie Elliott. So there you go. Spicy John Noble Revenge Game 120 plus. Spicy take that from Has. Noble Revenge Game could be massive, says Jimmy. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if he put up a good score against his former team, up to 15 already. But yeah, Nick Dacos, good that he got 3 kicks in quick succession there, and both were very good kicks as well. He's such a gun. He's so good. He's just someone I think we love. Like, you just love to own in fantasy just because it just takes you can watch Collingwood games. And I know that the first couple of weeks I had him, I was pretty disappointed against Freo and Adelaide. But yeah, he's arguably someone that you maybe could start at M1 just almost every year just because of how good he is. And because he's priced at it'll be priced probably at 110 next year if he keeps going. There's another Noble kick in. He'll get the handball received there as well. Got the handball. So if anyone's got Noble out there still, you'd be pretty happy with his start so far. Good intercept mark from Maynard. Wouldn't mind if Josh Dacos he was free for a +6 there, but they ignored him. Yeah, I partly don't know how bloody Josh is going to go tonight. Hasn't really, he's only just come on, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe still a little bit. There's an Anderson handball. There's a Flanders kick. So Flanders started pretty well. What about Gross to Smart, says Red Lighting. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, that banks a bit of money. That's probably the option I'd go for. There's Ben King. It's a good kick to Ethan Reid. He's played on there. He's played on. Oh, you're kidding me. How has the umpire not called that play on? That is a joke. Reid has clearly played on. He took 2 steps to go to goal. That umpiring shit. It's always shit. It's so annoying. Flanders look good so far, says Elizano. Yeah, he has, yep. And Reid's missed. There you go. That's the footy gods are there. That's probably deservedly missed as well because it should have been play on. Hopefully a Josh Dacos kick-in. No, it's bloody Dan Houston, who's taken hardly any kick-ins this year. And now all of a sudden, I've got Josh in my team. Here's Nick Dacos again. So Nick Dacos for another kick. It's a very, very good kick there as well. There's Tom Mitchell with a kick as well, trying to go to steal there. Thumped away by Mac Andrew. That was when I died Dan Rioli there, actually. Come on, Nando's. Eating Nando's if he goes 150, says Ben. Has honestly, personally, not going to be happy with anything under a ton from Josh Dacos. Has been pretty unders on a good run for the past few weeks. Yeah, and that's the thing that's been annoying about him, right? Is that he hasn't got it done even in some good matchups. There's Nick again. Nick with a handball. So Nick's starting to get busy. That's I think his 5th touch. And 4 of them, importantly, have been kicks as well. So that's the good thing. So Nick's starting to get to work. Up to 14 as well. If he could just start adding a couple of marks, maybe a tackle or 2. But it's been a good start there, which is good. Just need Josh Dacos now to get involved. There's a good mark from Jed Walter. Like, Josh Dacos' role is great. Like, he's rolling around. He doesn't really have an opponent. We just need him to get into good spots and for the Collingwood players to use him. That's play on, not 15. Here's Josh Dacos for his first disposal. Gets the handball to steal side bottom. There's Nick Dacos handball. Turnover it was under pressure. Matt Rao for his second goal. It's going to be a behind. I'm hoping that bloody is Nick looking a little tender on his ankle there. It says limits. Will penalties be an option at some point, says George. Nah, he's sub tonight. So he's going to be managed. Like, he's a gun player, right? And I think he's at like 980k, but unfortunately, fantasy's not going to be. So Dan Houston short to Josh Dacos. +6 can't for Josh Dacos. That's better. Josh Dacos +6. That's nice. There's Toot Miller with a kick. It's going towards Josh Dacos again. Free kick against Long. Going to Houston. Wouldn't mind another cheeky +6 for Josh Dacos here. No, he's going longer. At least Josh has got to 9 points now, at least. And he should play the remainder of the quarter. Houston now taking all the kick-ins. What the hell, says Elizano? I know, it's, typical. I think Nick's got a little issue with his ankle, but he still looks okay. He's not coming off or anything, so... Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. As in, with Price now going to tank with the sub, thought he could be an option, Lol, says George. Nah, because he could be the sub at any point moving forward, right? So, as Limit says, there'll be weeks where he's sub or he's just rested. So, I agree. I'm not looking at him, unfortunately. Handball for Noah Anderson. Could be a tackle for Nick Dacos there. I'm hoping that they pay it to him. I know that the Champion love paying little cheap tackles. Yeah, they did. Yep, he's up to 20, so love to see it. So many of Nick Dacos' tackles, though, are like those little cheap tackles where he almost rolls on top of someone, which I, as an owner of Nick Dacos, we love to see. I don't know why that wasn't paid advantage there, but Josh Dacos is still free. I was hoping they'd kick it to him there. No. So Houston is now all of a sudden the main guy coming at. So typical that we all have Josh Dacos in our team now, and all of a sudden it's now Dan Houston's the main distributor coming out of defence, which I don't know why. I could understand the start of the year, but the fact that they've changed it now to being now he's the main guy is a bit stupid. That is an awful kick. Well done by Schultz there. There's Elliott. And goal to Collingwood. Collingwood's first. That was a bad turnover. Elliott, first goal for Collingwood. George Dickios, what's the line for Dacos into Martin? I'm still probably looking at taking 110, right? Which might be soft. A lot of people's line's going to be 120. So let's just hope Nick goes 120 plus and we don't have to worry about it. But yeah, it'll probably, if it's anything over 115, I'm probably taking. So I'll say 115, but I'll probably be soft and take 110 plus, to be honest. But that's why I like when my player goes well over that and goes 120 plus, because then it's like, well, I don't need to worry about it. So yeah, at least Josh Dacos up to, 8. I said 9 for Josh Dacos, but he's up to 8. So hopefully he can get involved a bit more. Nick Dacos 20, which is nice. I think they're checking if it's touched. I think that's touched. I reckon that's hit. Yeah, that's touched. That'll be called back. So, touch ball. That won't be a goal for Collingwood. Moo Boy's happy with the Gold Coast at the moment. Alexander, maybe Houston's finally gotten over his poor form in the first half of the season. Well, maybe, but it sort of begs the question as to why they've waited till round 18 to now go, oh yeah, let's make him the number one user. So Nick Dacos is on the mark at full forward. I don't know if he's resting forward at the moment. Yeah, Nick Dacos resting at full forward at the moment. Don't know if that's to do with his ankle, if there's a bit of a concern there, or if that's just a rotation thing just to because they've got Mitchell in the team. Ned Long's obviously there as well. So be interesting to see what happens there. But not sure I love him being at full forward currently. With Champion Data paying more tackles, is there more of an indication to go to defensive mids like Dunks and Rao who rack up tackles? No, I still want players that can rack up everything, and that is Dunkley, right? But he's been way too up and down to start the year, or throughout the year, sorry. And Rao doesn't mark the ball really much, so not sure I'd be looking at him as an option, even though he's been good. There's Josh Dacos coming up for a kick. So Josh Dacos up to 11. So that's good at least. At least Josh got a couple of touches. So Noah Anderson up to 18 as well. So if you got Noah Anderson, be happy enough. Up to 26 likes as well, so keep smashing those up there. It's been a bit of a quiet night so far in terms of people watchings tonight, so maybe it might be a quieter one, but if you are watching, then do smash a like on the video. Obviously, the quicker we get there, then the better, but yeah, that'd be fantastic if you can do that. Noah Anderson with a kick, straight to Markov. Goes deep. Membry, no, punched away. Throw in again. Surely Merritt goes 120, says me. But I hope so. Just want Josh to have 4 25-point quarters as limits. Yeah, that's probably, yeah, that would be good. Yeah, just be consistent. We're not asking for 50-point quarters and getting a 120, even though we'd love that. But yes, just be consistent. Get 20, 25 a quarter. Not 20, actually. 25, so we can get to the 100. But I guess we'll see. It's a good matchup, right, on paper. So we will see if he gets it done. Hopefully he can. Here's Houston again. Handballs to Josh Dacos. Josh Dacos with a handball. Crispy. Straight to Dan Rioli. Did you pull the trigger on Merritt, says George. I've currently got Merritt in my team, yes. I'm still tossing up. Merritt is very likely to be in my team this week. I am tossing up still Whitfield and Butters and Goulden. But at the moment there's Flanders again with another kick. But at the moment it is Merritt. So Ben King's marked again. So Collingwood's defence not really very good there. Nakos ankle, says Bournes. I think he had a bit of a tweak, but he still seems okay. He would have come off if it was anything of note. Not a quarter where he goes missing, says Limits. Yeah, agreed. Dacos boys both really sick too, says Mo. Well, apparently Nick was fine early in the week, so he's fine. Nano's please go missing, says Haz. Rad, Merritt or Whitfield this week? I have Cherisai. I'm a bit concerned that won't be able to trade Merritt out next week. Well, if that's the case, then go for Whitfield if you're concerned. I'm bringing in Merritt because I'm fine enough to hold him past this week, right? So I'm fine to hold him past the week. But, yeah, we'll see. So now Jeremy Howe's on kick-in. So Josh Dacos has not had a kick-in. Really disappointing. He might get the +6 here, though. Yes. Well, okay, if Josh Dacos isn't taking kick-ins, I'll take the +6 from the kick-in. But a bit frustrating that he's been one of the main guys, and now he has not taken one yet. And it's been bloody Dan Houston and now Jeremy Howe. So be nice if he was the main guy, but that's fine. If he's going to get the +6s, that's fine. So free kick going to Darcy Cameron. Go short, Josh. Go to Josh. Yeah. That bad kick. That is an awful kick. Thankfully, Josh Dacos gets away, gets the handball, but that was an awful kick from Darcy Cameron then. Darcy Cameron gets another kick, but Josh did get the handball in there as well at least. Is Nick still forward? Nick is around the place here. There's Noble with a handball. Good tackle there from Schultz. I'm waiting 1 week on Whitfield, says Elizondo. Redlining, sorry, Mr. Captain's video, Merritt or Martin captain? I've got Merritt at 2, Martin at 3, so I'd go Merritt. Going 2 of Merritt, Butters, and Whitfield. Yep, that's fine. Yep. Yeah, go. But I'm assuming Butters and Whitfield's probably what you're looking at. So, yep, that's fine. The Merritt play might not be for everyone, right? And I'm bringing him in knowing that if I need to hold him, that's fine. But also going, well, if I can trade him next week as well, then I'm happy to do that. So, got just under 6 minutes to go. Obviously, Nick Dagos hasn't touched it last few minutes, playing a bit more forward at the moment. But Josh is up to 21, which is good. He's had 6 disposals. So, he's now overtaken. Wait, why is Nick... Oh, they've taken the tackle away from Nick Dacos. So this is what I'm at. And people wonder why I get pissed off with champion data, because they decide that they're going to add a stat, then they'll take it away. Quayne a handball. Here's Ned Long with a handball. Josh could be on for a disposal here. No, doesn't even get the tackle either. That's disappointing. Good defending from Houston. There's Mitchell. There's Josh Dacos, another handball. Darcy Cameron, a handball in there as well. Geez, still Sobom's unlucky not to get a chop in the arms free kick there, actually. There's Crisp. Ooh, not a great handball. Where is Nick Dacos? Why are they resting him so much forward? This is annoying at the moment. He was looking on track for a big score, and he still could be, right? But I don't love how he's just resting forward for the last 5 minutes. It's not like he's getting a tag either, so either he is still sick and they don't want to burn him out. I did think about putting Dacos down to number 3 in my captains, but I thought, no, he's in form. I'm not going to stress just yet, but yeah, the way he started has not certainly been what I've been hoping for. There's Nick there. No disposal for Nick Dacos. Matt Rao gets the handball away. There's Rowan Steele. It's a very scrappy game at the moment. A lot of missed disposals. Punched away, so ball in. I'm grabbing Goulden and McRae. Think I need them to see out the year, says Moonboy. Yep, I like that. They're still kicking to Josh Dacos, so I think his role is fine. It's just no kick-ins. Yep. Harry's, took away Josh Dacos, took away Nick Dacos' tail. Yep, which is annoying. Yeah, so Nick Dacos still not in the midfield, still up forward. I don't really know what's going on at the moment, but really frustrating the way that started. Like, he was on 20, now he lost the tackle, and now he's on 16. So all of a sudden he's gone from looking like a good score to now it's like, well, what's he going to do from here? It's just, would you rather get him 3 kick-ins or take a +6 from 1 every 3 kick-ins? Yeah, that's right, Limits. Yep. Hoping to go Merritt to Goulden and someone else to Whitfield next week. Yep, it's good plan there, Rad. Annoying fans won't get that tackle, says Limits. Resting forward because of ankle, says Shannon. I don't know. I'm not sure why he's resting so much forward at the moment. There's Josh Dacos with another handball. So Josh is still getting his touches. Here's Nick. He got a kick away. So he's up to 19 now. Still 3 minutes to go. So still time for him to rack up another 10, 15 points. But he's just playing a bit forward, which I don't love. Like, it'd be fine if he was kicking a couple of goals, but he doesn't look like kicking a goal yet. So another kick there's Ben Long. Goulden, Butters, Witt, Bont, Green, says Red Lighting. So I'm assuming you look at one of those. It's just so tricky, right? It's essentially take your pick. It's not really like one's better than the other. Goulden's probably the one you want for the rest of the year, but maybe Windhager tag. Butters has got West Coast, great matchup this week, but will cop a tag or 2 on the run home. Whitfield will get cheaper next week. Bont is probably arguably the guy you probably got a bit of faith in. He's got Adelaide and Brisbane, but they're almost games where I know Luke was talking about this on the Ball Boys, that they're almost games where you think he'll go quite well because you'll back him in to score well. So So Jeremy Howe again, another kick in. Josh was trying to take the kick in, but they gave it to Howe, so that's frustrating. I wish that he would get kick-ins, but if he gets +6s from kick-ins, then it's fine, but he's not going to get it here, so it's bullshit. And now there you go, Nick Dacos is at full forward again, so I don't love this at the moment. So the way this is going, I'm not sure we're going to be... Like, he's sprinting, so I don't really know exactly what the plan is with him playing so much deep forward is, but yeah, it's frustrating. Still can get to a good score, right? But obviously he's not going to get to a 140, 150 like we thought he might have if he's playing up forward. And then, yeah, sorry, red line. Then Green's obviously the other one. Probably not the one I'd go for out of those guys. I know I traded him in last week. There's a Anderson +6 coming up. He wouldn't be the one I'd go to just because of the... he just doesn't... I don't think he's got the same ceiling that these other guys do. Another kick-in opportunity. And what's the bet? Is Perryman going to take the kick-in? No, finally Josh Davis has got a kick-in. Now, Josh, you know what to do. Play on. Play on from the kick-in. At least finally Josh Davis has got a kick-in. So we'll take that. And he's going to... Cool. And he's going to kick it. So Josh Davis is... Now Josh Davis is scoring well. He's had a good quarter. He's up to 28. 9 touches. We'll take that. So good start from Josh Dacos. If I had to pick one red lighting, I'd go Butters this week. I'd go Butters. Who to bring in next week, Carroll or Cowan? Neither, Marco. You're asking the wrong person on who to bring in there. There's another Josh Dacos handball, sorry. There's Ned Long with a kick. There's Yuland, who was on Nick Dacos. So is Nick Dacos on the bench now? That would be really concerning if he's on the bench as well after resting forward. Yeah, Nick's on the bench now. He's on 19, but that's a bit of a concern the way that he started, to be honest. That should be holding the ball. No, that's not advantage. No way can the umpire call that advantage. That was crap that he even tried to get it to advantage there. Houston again with another kick. So Houston started well. That will be insufficient in 10 if that goes out, but it's not going to matter anyway because we've got 2 seconds left. Hopefully they strap his ankle cord and he goes back in the midfield, says Mo. I think he's still sprinting, so I don't really think that's a big issue. I'm not sure. Will Windy still take Goulden even as an outside mid, says George. I think he will, because looking at Sydney's team, what has coincided with their good form? It's been Goulden back in the team. So I just think he will when he was playing on a wings' limits. And that's what I mean. That's why I think he'll go with Goulden. And he can run with Goulden because he did it with Dacos. Evening, Bell, says Chris. Evening, Chris. Hope you're going well, mate. Does it really count as resting if he's running for leads and chasing down defenders? Yeah, exactly. It's not really a rest. So it's a bit frustrating. I'm not sure the way it's going to be taking a VC, but I was always going to go Nick VC, right? So, but maybe the captain's challenge, it would have been better to go for someone else. If you are watching as well, make sure you do smash a like on the video. It's been quite quiet. Actually, to be honest, we don't really have many people tuning in tonight, actually, compared to what we normally do. But if you are tuning in live and can smash a like, please do. Did I miss any chat? Just seeing if I missed any chat, then we'll go to the scores. I accidentally took the VC off Dacos 1 week, and he goes 130, says Ben. And guess when I VC him? Yep, there you go. Noble's going huge. Is Elizeno. Dacos been quiet, says Lee Everett. He started all right, but yeah, been fairly quiet. Ballers were saying Saints were easiest wing matchup for Goulden, but yeah, Windy could still go to him. Yeah, and it's a good, it's one of those things, right? If Goulden doesn't get tagged, he's going to go big. But if he gets tagged, then yeah. Who wins Wimbledon, says Marco. I'm not a huge tennis follower. I like watching it, but I'm just not, I couldn't tell you who's still in it. I'll go Djokovic because I think he's still in it. got Noble in draft leagues as Chris. Limits, I had it worse because I didn't trade him in for those three 120 plus games, and as soon as I did, he's dropped 3 stinkers. Yep, annoying. Tim saying he's looking at going Daniel McRae next week, which is a good trade. But let's go through the scores at quarter time. So Dan Houston is on 36, and he's the main distributor apparently now out of the defence. So that's fantastic. Crisp 35. I got him in a draft league, so that's nice. Noble 34, good start for him. Rioli 30, Ben King 30, Josh Dacos on 30, so that's really handy. I know I've got him as a unique in a number of matchups, and he's one of my more unique players. So I'm not going to say much yet because he has a tendency to have big quarters and then go missing for a quarter or two. Like, he could easily be on 55, 60 at three-quarter time. So I'm hoping that he continues this and keeps going. Noah Anderson, 29. Good start for him. Matt Rao, 28. Fiorini, 26. Darcy Cameron, 22. Solid start in a tough matchup. Took 19. Nick Dacos, 19 as well. Obviously not an amazing start. Played so much the quarter. Rested a fair bit forward. Had a tackle taken away. Could have been 23, which would have looked much better. But still had 7 disposals, which is good. We just need those tackles and marks. He can put up a 50-point quarter out of nowhere and all of a sudden be flying. Tom Mitchell, 17. Ned Long, 15. Flanders, 15. Rowan Steele's on 7. That's pretty much it. And Budrick's on -3, who I've got in a draft league as well. So there you go. But that is where we're rolling with at the moment. So, yeah, I've just got the Dacos brothers, and obviously Josh is probably the main one I need really to go well. But obviously I would love if Nick Dacos went big as well. Yeah, cool. Amnesova or Switek in women's final. Again, I don't know much about I'm not really up to date with tennis, so I wouldn't know. All I know is that Amnesova beat Sabalenka, who was number 1. So maybe it'd be good to see her win it. Maybe, I don't know. As I said, not up to date with the tennis. There, just don't. When I mix in all the sport I watch, I just don't have time to keep up with every sport. So, but there you go. We've got 34 likes already, so appreciate that. So keep smashing those up to try and get 100 again. The fact that Penrith is sub and Dacos is full forward and Long still on 15's grim. Yep, agreed. Yep, hopefully he goes more in the midfield moving forward, but it's not a great start. Jordan Lane, what were your trades this week? So I went Lohman to Moya last night, banked a lot of money, which I'm happy about. Allows me to potentially get a double upgrade. A double upgrade next week. And then my other trade at the moment, I've gone Bergman. I've got Merritt at the moment, but I'm literally considering Goulden, Whitfield, Merritt, and Butters. So I'm still not 100% sure, but at the moment I've got Merritt at the moment. And if Dacos was to put up a lower score tonight, that's more of a reason why I might go Merritt, to be honest, because he would be my captain. Your boy's going big against the Dogs tomorrow, says Limits. I hope so, mate. So it was a tackle from Lockie Weller, apparently, that's hurt Dacos's ankle. No, he just stepped on his ankle, so it didn't look like an ankle roll. So I think he'll be fine. But I hope we get the Limits. I'm not sure about going big, but as long as we get the win, that's fine. If we lose, obviously, it'd be frustrating if we lost, but I'd much rather us get the win. But it'll be a tough matchup against the Dogs. I just remembered that I need McRae next week. Maybe Darcy to McRae next week. That means going Whitfield this week. Would you go for Butters or Merritt this week for a 1-week play to Goulden? Maybe if you want McRae next week, maybe it's safer to go get Butters. Oh, but then again, you'll have Butters or Merritt anyway. I like Merritt more this week, but yeah, it's a toss of the coin. Pancakes or bacon and eggs, says Doug Fitzpatrick. If we're in America and you ask me that question, I'd definitely say bacon, because I don't like the bacon in Australia, to be honest. But go bacon, eggs. Pancakes are more of a dessert one. You can always have pancakes as well. Why not both? Good start for Nakos non-owners. I've said this before, though, says Troy. Yes, he could easily turn it around, that's for sure. Is Geelong a suitable matchup for McRae? says George. Potentially. I don't like. It's good for midfielders, right? But it's not like a matchup where I think he's going to go. He's definitely going to go massive, right? There's Humphrey with the clearance. So Josh Dacos starting on the field this quarter, which is good to see. I've got Dacos and Nick Dacos, says Tim. No, come on the doggies. Libba, says Has. Jordan Lane, I'm currently trading in Stevens. Do you think it's worth getting Max Heath to say 50k? Well, Max Heath's probably not the 230k guy I'd jump onto. But if you've got a good team value, you might as well just get a 230k rook. But if you need some cash gen, then get George Stevens. Dacos checked by physio at quarter time, but given all clear, says Alistair Lynch. Says Jack. Well, that's good at least, but it didn't look like much anyway. There's a miss for Jed Walter. I'm hoping that this is a Josh Dacos kick-in, but Maynard was around the mark. No, Maynard's going to have the kick-in. And he's not going to go to Josh Dacos either. So why? I don't get why and I understand because Collingwood are the best team in the comp, right? But they don't have a designated kick-in taker, right? It's a mixture of Maynard, Houston, Perryman, Howe, Josh Dacos. It's literally everyone. It's all of them. Nick Dacos still stretching out his leg. I'm not quite sure if it's still that ankle or not, but it's a bit concerning when he's doing this, when he's not really playing at his optimal level. Led for 26 touches is my pick, says Limits. Has Libba mic'd up for his 250s, was giving it to Shees about his organic diet, was pretty funny. Bales, have you tried the McGriddle yet? I think my cousin told me about it actually, but no, I have not tried it yet. There's a good mark from Darcy Cameron. Oh, Darcy Cameron's going to go short to Nick, but didn't opt to do that. Oh, geez, I don't know what kick that is from Darcy Cameron. Straight in the middle, straight to Will Power. Pancakes with bacon and maple syrup, says Chris. Who's more important next week, Goulden or McRae? I think it's Goulden, because McRae's got a good run still after that, and you can get in the week after. Good tackle from Schultz. That's probably holding the... Geez, probably lucky to get away with that Wits there. Another tackle for Schultz. Lasagna or carbonara, says Marco. Oh, I love lasagna, so I'll go lasagna. Can't see Nakos or Long on screen. Never a good sign. Well, Nakos is there. He's on... he's in the midfield. That's not advantage. That is not advantage. Nick Dacos stopped when they called the whistle. You can't call that advantage when players stop. Like, seriously. Typical shit umpiring, as always. There's Buderick, and that'll be touched by Jeremy Howe. That's touched. That's touched. It's not a goal. Anderson and Nick Dacos, says Tim. Has Howe and Maynard always long down the line? Houston, the only one that gives +6s to Josh Dacos. So that's touch. I called it touch. Like, I can tell from here. And the goal umpire is the one that's on the line. Like, seriously, could Shees go well against these, says Chris? Yeah, I definitely think he could. It's a good matchup. So, for sure. Make sure you guys keep smashing likes on the video if you can. We're up to 37. So, if you can smash a like on the video, that'd be great. Here's Jeremy Howe again. Another kick-in. So, this is just bullshit the way this is at the moment. Every player but Josh Dacos is just taking all the kick-ins at the moment. And then Josh is running by for a handball, and Mason Cox ignored both the Dacos brothers there. Gives it to Maynard, who turns it over. So great that we're getting these players that aren't doing the right things again. Going board to Nick Dacos. Going board to Nick Dacos. And Maynard, long down the line. What are you doing? Seriously. How hard is it? All he has to do is take a small check inside, and he's got Nick, who's got acres of space, and he goes long down the line. Seriously. Yeah, I caught up on all the chat. I wasn't sure if I was or not, but seriously, these bloody players, man. Every game, no matter what team you watch, there's just players that just don't do the right thing. And Chris, that was an awful handball. Why are you handballing to your ruck there? Don't know. There's Noah Anderson with a kick. And Long did well there, actually. Tuke out the back. There's Humphrey. Goal to Gold Coast. And they probably deserved that as well, to be fair. Collingwood making way too many mistakes, which is very unlike them, but not using the ball very well at all. Would Whitfield be eased into place as George? Nah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Pretty average game of footy, says Limits. At the moment it is, yeah. Yep. Damn, just looked at the score. Pies suck. Yeah, well, it's not a good start, right? Gold Coast have started well. And I'd much prefer... I think I'd prefer Collingwood to win. Just because it helps more for Crows if Gold Coast don't win. But I guess if Collingwood lose, they've got a lot of tough matchups to come. Is that a free... Oh, if that's a free kick against Nick Dacos, this is just... I don't even know what that was for. I don't know if it was against Nick Dacos or not. He's still on 19, but whether that'll get taken away very shortly, I'm not sure. No, 16. That was against Nick Dacos. Yeah, guys, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get a good score from Nick tonight, the way this has started. He's just... We know when he's doing this, when he does like the feeling out of his leg or his ankle or whatever, when it's not going his way, that's when he can really spud it up. So the way this has started has not been good. Who do you need for your multi-ball, says Has? A few disposals, but not looking good at the moment. I said like Nick for 30. And he's on 7 or whatever, but we'll have a look after. I don't want to look at it just yet, just because it hadn't started well yet. Is that another goal for Gold Coast? They are dominating at the moment. So this is looking like another game that's just going to be shit again, the way this is going so far. Haven't mind Noah Anderson past few weeks, says Nick White. Yeah, he started well, for sure. Nick Dacos now becoming a problem, says he's not a problem. It's just very annoying that this is the week when we've all got in VC. He's going to looking like he's going to put up a spud score. And I think he's just come to the bench as well. Collingwood comeback king, says Shannon. Yeah, and I'm not going to say they're out of it, right? But this has been a pretty average start by them. Well, Merritt is a lock, says Has. Well, yeah, if Dacos puts up bad score, I think I've got to go for Merritt, get that captain score. I need a captain as I don't have Merritt, says Chris. Well, Nick Martin's the next best one. Such a good game, says Christian. Dunkley finally paid off second week in. Yep, no, he was good last night. Collie Wobbles are back, says Ellison. I wouldn't say they're back, but yep, Nick Dacos on the bench. So, again, I don't know why he needs a rest after resting the last bit of the first quarter and then there, but at least he might come on and play the remainder of the quarter. But this has been a bad start. Like, Josh Davis has started okay, but there's Flans again. Hits up Ainsworth. Ainsworth, not Ainsworth, sorry. Ainsworth. So, this has been a shocking start from Collingwood. I haven't seen them play this poorly for a long time. To the rooms now, says Harry. Oh, for fuck's sake. Seriously? Typical. Like, he got his foot stepped on. Like, it wasn't a big deal. Like, okay, it stings a bit, but seriously. And then Ainsworth, that's not a good kick. Is that going to go all the way? Is Merritt VC into Rosie good, says Riley. Yep, if you've missed the Dacos one. Like, what is the injury? Like, I honestly don't understand. Would Grundy be a good option due to Nick's bad start, says Nick White. Yeah, he's number 4, so he's an option. I prefer the Essendon boys against Richmond, but he's definitely an option. Josh could be on for a +6 here. Go to Josh. Oh, Hoskin Elliott, you prick. He never, ever passes to Josh. Yeah, and he still didn't. He gave it to Quainer, who was already under pressure. And he still didn't pass to Josh Dacos, you idiot. Sucked in, you got caught holding the ball, you idiot. How shit do you need to be to have a free player open for bloody 10 minutes? And he goes, nah, I'm not going to go to him. I bloody knew it. He hates Josh Dacos. I'm telling you now. Will Hoskin Elliott is anti-fantasy. He hates Josh Dacos. Unbelievable. How can you not pass to someone that's open and free when you're under pressure? Dickhead. Weird how the best midfielder is not in the midfield. They don't play good. What could Fly do, says Has. Grundy Grub says his limits. Dacos down the room says ace of trades. Yep, we just heard. Dacos with the physio and doctor in the rooms according to Alistair Lynch. Wouldn't say Nick is considered tough, says Stu. Oh, well, I don't know what his injury is, but didn't look like anything too serious. Josh Dale's got a handball there. And Dan Riol, that's another goal to Gold Coast. They are dominating at the moment. 33 points. Collingwood have not kicked a goal yet. Butters could be captain now, says Jacob Robb. Yep, he's an option as well. Got him at number 6. Jacob, I think you've got Rosie. I'd go Rosie over him. I'd go Nick Martin or Merritt over him as well. I love Nick Dagos. He's doing so well, says Defenders Bro. This could be a horrific night of fantasy if Nick's done. Nick Dagos in the rooms. What a joke this is, says Lee Everett. Yep, it's just the way that fantasy goes, unfortunately. Just when we think it's actually going okay, it doesn't. It goes bloody shit. So, well, if bloody Nick Dagos is done for the night, this is going to be a pretty shit watch on for the remainder of the thing. But like it, if you can like it anyway, that would be fantastic. Borns, are you on DT Live, Buzz? No, it's the AFL website. Grundy or Nick Martin for C, says Nick White. Nick Martin for me. I got him at 3. I got Grundy at 4. Would you be trading Sinclair to Butters or rookie downgrade? Probably rookie downgrade. You'll get probably the good score from Butters this week, but I don't know. I just probably a bit sideways for me. But then again, it depends. Like, is it luxury trade season for you if you got your last rookies off? Because you theoretically could do the Butters trade because you can always bring Sinclair back in, but he is cheap. That should be holding the ball. Yep, holding the ball for Quainer, free kick. So Nick Dacos coming back out of the rooms. So he's coming back up the bench. So that should mean a good sign, but who knows? Do you think Archimay will do well, says Riley? He could do, yep. He's got Richmond, but obviously he's more of a key forward, so nothing's guaranteed. But, yeah, there's Tom Mitchell. That is a bad drop. He should have easily taken that. So Nick Dacos back on the bench. So I thought for a split second he was sitting at the back of the bench, and I was going to say that's him done, but he's sitting at the front. So he should come back on, but who knows? But if he's really injured, then he's going to play forward a lot, which means that we're not going to be getting a decent captain. So I don't know what's happened here now. Matt Rao free kick. This is not going well at all. If I see any non-NACOS owners bragging about not owning you, I'm going to be very angry, says Jack. Oh, there will be. There'll be people out there that will start saying stuff. There's Wits now, Mark, as well. Ainsworth's running around for the handball, potentially. I don't know why Wits didn't give it to him, because he's a left footer in the worst position possible. So unless he can kick it, it's a pretty poor decision not to give the handball to one of your small forwards that was asking for it, unless he was manned up. But Lucky Dacos highly owned, says Chris. Well, yeah, that's the thing, right? Is that he is highly owned, so that's at least a positive. Flanders handball there. Josh Dacos, no disposal there for him. Touchwood, at least Josh Dacos is doing well. Says that, I wouldn't be saying that just yet. He's only had 2 points this quarter. He could easily go missing. If Nando can do 100 points second half, surely Nakos can. Well, yeah, he can, right? But if he's playing with some injury, then I don't know. About to re-enter the game, Alistair Lynch, says Jack. Zach Regan, Nick Martin, Rosie or Butters captain. Nick Martin for me. Zach, I'd go Nick Martin out of those guys. All three good, but Nick Martin. Only positive is that Collingwood are finally being brought back down to earth, says Elizeno. Well, they are, right? But they're still top of ladder. It's like that. This is maybe an off game for them, but... And it's only the second quarter, right? Still plenty of time for them to come back. That could be it. That's a Josh Dacos tackle. Well, it should be anyway, because it was a... I know it's gone to Humphrey, but guarantee that won't be paid a tackle because it went to a Gold Coast player when it clearly came up the side of the boot. Let's hope Nakos can scrape to an 80-90 and roll into Merritt captain, says Has. Oh, but I don't want to roll into a captain. We want this VC done, right? So... Caldwell to Merritt and Sorong to Butters good, says Riley. Yep, tick from me. Rad, yeah, I've no rookies down my bench. Is looking good, so I plan on going Butters for a 1 week play. Also missed out on Loman to Moya. Yeah, well, that's fine then. You can do it if you're looking at that. That's fine. Dan Rioli, that will be out of bounds on the full. Maynard. Miller done. Toot just subbed out. Right, really? Has Toot been subbed out? Yeah, right. Oh, that $2 multi I had on, that's gone then. I'll probably get my money back, but I'd took in the multi, so... otherwise, we'll be going Johnson to Stevens. You could do... Actually, you could do that. Bank money for next week if you can maybe do 2 upgrade moves. That could be an option. Yeah, I have no rookies in my benches. Oh, yeah, I said it before. Yeah, wow, that's interesting. Took's out. Okay. Here's Flanders for a +6. Flanders starting to go pretty well now, I think. If Dacos is out next week, will that be a trade at this point in the season, says Chris? Yes, it would be. Yep. Yeah, it'd be a trade. Let's hope Nakos... Let's just hope Nakos comes back on and scores well. I don't want to be thinking about him being out at any point. So, hamstring for Took. Okay, there you go. 315K for next week, says Rad. Does that mean Flanders plays more mid now? Oh, probably. Yeah, probably now. I now need Rosie to go ballistic to make up for the VC, says Defenders Bro. Yeah, that probably means, that Flanders is probably going to get midfield time now, and Humphrey as well. They're probably going to see an uptick, so Flanders is probably going to put up a good score now. So Josh Davis did get paid that tackle as well. So I'm hoping that sticks, but wouldn't be shocked if he lost it. Oh, shit. Josh Davis just got a big hit from Long. He's up, though. Looks to be okay. Ethan Reid again. Oh, my God. Is this another one? Yep. They are smashing Collingwood. 39 points. Dacos back on the ground, says ace of trades. Yep, well, Josh Davis just took a big hit, so I wonder if he goes off for a rest. If this scoreline keeps getting bad, Colin might put Nakos on ice and rest him for next week. Hope not, but they might. Yeah, they might. It's just like that was like not so close to a Josh Dacos mark. Wouldn't be shocked if he did come off for a rest now, Josh. Don't worry, Pies will do that thing they always do, says Haz. What the hell's going with Nick? His ankle injury or something he's dealing with at the moment. I don't know. Someone stepped on his foot. Didn't look too bad, but again, I don't know. He was supposed to go 150, says Angus. Yep, he was, but unfortunately, fantasy is not always like that. It doesn't always give us what we want. So Nick Dacos on a wing for that CBA, so that's annoying. Here's Noah Anderson. That's holding the ball, which should be anyway. How is that not holding the ball? That is shit. That is holding the ball every day of the week. There's Nick Dacos with a kick. It's a good kick as well out to Rowan Steele. And that's a nice kick as well. Not going to get to memory though. Here's Noah Anderson again. See, how's that not holding the ball? He's had plenty of chance to get rid of it. Like, umpiring shocking. Nakos stubbed his toe on the footy, out for 6 to 8 weeks, says Haz. No, Josh Dacos still out there as well. For anyone that was worried, including myself. There's Flanders handball. Collingwood can't even take an intercept mark either. Oh, here you go. McStay free kick. There's Perryman. He's got Nick Dacos free. No. Why on earth would you go to Maynard over Nick Dacos? What utter tripe is that? This is not going to go well. This is going almost as bad as it could, to be honest. Banking cash this week might let me get McRae and Goulden next week. Going Sinclair to Buzzers lets me get Goulden and Whitfield McRae the week after. Yeah, I don't mind that last play. Get McRae the following week. That's what I'm doing. Brought Caldwell in. He does a foot, so I go to Nakos and he does his foot as well. Just lovely. Yep. So it's weeks like this, the way it started so far, where I'm like, why do we play fantasy? I really just question. And of course, Quainer fumbles, so he can't get it to Josh Dacos. This is shit. I know Josh Davis is still on 36, right? So he's still going okay, but he's probably going to come off to the bench at some point for a rest. And Nick's doing nothing. Nick's doing absolutely nothing. And he's not even around the CBAs, even around the midfield at the moment. I swear to God, if he's playing as a full forward for the remainder of the game, I'm going to lose my shit. I was so close as well. There's Nick Dacos with a kick. Got it from his brother Josh. But yeah, I was very, very tempted to put Nick down to 3 and put the Eston boys ahead, but I thought, no, got to back in the form, back in the match up there. No, Hoskinate dropped it. So, Bales, are you fading Butters this week to get McRae next week? No, I'm not getting McRae at this stage next week. I'm going Whitfield, because I can't get Whitfield, Goulden, and McRae in the next 3 weeks, regardless of what I do. Actually, could I? So, if I went Whitfield instead of McRae, I could go Doc to McRae, but then it'd have to be another premium. But I don't think at this stage I could get both. Why is Mason Cox back in the team? He's shit. He ambled to no one when he had players free behind him. He's just not good enough. He had one good game, and he's still getting a game now, nearly a decade after that performance. There's Noah Anderson, handball. Nick can't pick it up. Thanks for the help, Bal, says Rad. All good, mate. Happy to help. Get Merritt in to have a captain now, says Jet. Well, that I was bringing Merritt in anyway, but yeah, it's even more of a reason why I'm looking at it. So, but yeah, this is just very, very frustrating at the moment. There's Nick with a kick as well. That is a cracking kick. That is a great kick. And that's the reason why he is such a good player. I know he's not scoring amazing at the moment, but it's kicks like that. Like, he's fine. Like, he's showing no grimacing even when he's changing direction. That is a cracking kick. He's fine. He's probably making up a little bit of it, to be honest, because you can't be sprinting and being agile like that and kicking like that if you're really injured. So that is a great kick. Apparently only 19% have VC on Dacos. Jack, no, that will update tomorrow. It doesn't always update straight away. That'll be probably more tomorrow. But it just showing, it's only like 19-20% of active coaches anyway, to be honest. So at least Nick's starting to get the ball a little bit more. So Jacos up to 38. Where's Nick now? There's Maynard. I was hoping that was Josh when they were switching it there. Josh Davis is on the 50 at the moment. He's not even around. Maynard's probably going to go for goal, actually. Yeah, Josh and Nick near each other, so not going to get it here. So Nick's on 25. 0 marks and 0 tackles is really what's hurting his score at the moment. Yeah, look at that. Like, Houston 36, Dacos 38, Maynard 40. They're all just taking points off each other. Get it to Josh Dacos and let him go. But this one, I mean, this one wasn't like fully over the moon with Josh just yet. It was one good quarter, but he's had 8 points this quarter, and there's only 5 minutes to go, and he hasn't had a break yet. And I wouldn't be shocked if he came off with a couple minutes to go and he was on 38. Hope everyone's traded out long by now. Says Jack, yeah, he hasn't scored well at all. He always has a niggle when he's up against it, says Stu. Well, that's the thing. Collingwood haven't kicked a goal yet. That's the thing, I guess, that's most surprising, is that they haven't kicked a goal. Perryman giving it to Nick. That won't be a tackle for Nick either because he didn't try to tackle. Not a great fantasy game either. Doesn't look like there'll be any huge scores. No, not at the moment. There's still 5 minutes, right? I wouldn't be shocked. Anderson could ruck up 20 points. Rowe's going all right. So like, there's a few guys that people have got that are scoring okay at the moment. But yeah, nothing huge so far. We're up to 45 likes as well. So if you haven't smashed a like on it yet, please do. That is free kick against Humphrey. Mitchell won't be able to get the distance from here. So Maynard's running by for the handball. No, Tom Mitchell didn't go to it. That is really surprising. Tom Mitchell cannot kick 50 metres anymore. I'm really shocked he didn't pass it. I would be pretty surprised if the pig could kick 50. No, it's just straight to the goal square. Like, what's the point? Like, it's just a bad decision. Why would you not handball to Maynard, who can comfortably get the distance, instead kick it to the point of the square? Like, that's just a shit decision. Just goes to show matchups don't mean everything, says Has. Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. That's right. Exactly right. So, yeah, it's just frustrating the way this game's gone so far. And that's holding the ball against what should be holding the ball against Crisp. Fiorani free kick. McCarthy and Flanders loop has been interesting so far, says Red Lighting. This game has not gone anywhere near what I thought it would. Well, I didn't expect for one Gold Coast to be up by this much, but I certainly didn't expect the Dacos brothers to be doing this poorly at the moment. And Josh hasn't been as bad, right? He's just had a quieter quarter compared to the others, but and like they're not even asking, like the Dacos brothers aren't even getting into positions to get like these plus sixes. They're just staying in the middle of the ground and not doing anything. It's just very, very poor at the moment. They're just not doing anything at all. Like Gold Coast are moving it well. Like it's a good another handball from Nando. And out of bounds. Some holding the balls, they let go, and some they pay a laugh ball, says Jack. Yep, agreed, 100%. David is long getting CBAs, or he's just playing dodgeball. I think he's just playing dodgeball, to be honest. He's still getting CBAs, so he's just done nothing. But then again, you look at all Collingwood, right? Look at the top scorers. Crisp, who's been a good scorer every now and again, but Maynard, Mitchell, Cox, and Schultz, like you wouldn't have predicted them being the guys that are up the top. Like, where's the Dacos brothers? Like, I know Josh is on 38. Like, he's not too far away, right? But he's only had 8 points in the quarter. He's done nothing. Here's Nick again. Nick taking a bounce. He's got no one free. Gets the kick away on his non-preferred. That's not a great kick. But at least he gets some points there. But he's just not racking up the marks, the tackles. Not doing really much else other than getting the odd touch or two here and there. There's Ned Long with a handball. Hoskinate to Nick Dacos. There's Nick, there's Mitchell. Gives it to Josh. Josh, go for goal. Go for goal, Josh. Go for goal. What are you not doing? Why are you passing it? Why would you pass it to Markov, who's a 3-on-1? Or have they paid the mark? Geez, that's interesting. They've certainly not paid them tonight. How is Josh Dacos not going for goal there? He was on the 50. Okay, maybe he chopped his arm. Yeah, it's an arm chop. It's a free kick. So Josh up to 41. Like it's fine to start, but the fact that he was on 30 at quarter time, this is why Josh Dacos is a bit of an annoying watch at times. Not from a player point of view, but from a fantasy point of view. Just, yeah, and there you go. Nick's on 30. No marks, no tackles. Like, they're both capable of 100-point halves, right? They're both capable of getting it done. If Collingwood are to come back, then they're going to be a big part of it, right? And Markov missed, hit the post. Away from home, didn't pack there. There's Jeremy Howe into the rooms. Not sure what that's about either. So who's your captain going to be if Nick keeps sucking, says David? It'll be Merritt if I bring him in. It'll be Nick Martin if I don't. But if Nick doesn't go well, it'll be very likely I do bring him in. Josh Dacos, no. Tackle for Anderson, but no free kick against Josh, which is good. None want to go for goal, says Elizeno. All Collingwood players are gun-shy in the game at the moment. Yeah, at the moment they are. Yep. Gold Coast have completely rattled them. There's another Nando free handball, so Nando's going well. I did say it was a tough matchup, but he is someone that has had a good history against Collingwood. Oh, Dylan Moore, that's... Oh, here we go. Gold Coast again. Nothing there. Houston handball. Quainer to Maynard. Give it to Josh. Give it to Josh. Give the handball to Josh. No, he's not going to. Maynard again. Long kick Merchant. He never passes short. It's always long kick. And here's Hoskin Elliott now. That's going to be the quarter because he's going to line up for goal now. Oh, this has been shit so far. This is just a crap game. Collingwood playing like Richmond, says your boy. Yeah, they're not playing very well. Richmond not this bad, says Shannon. Jack Rowler, top 8 mid, by the way, on for 7 tons in a row. Howard down the runes. Hopefully, Jacos gets a kick in. I don't want injuries though. And Hoskin Elliott, he's missed it. 8 behinds in the half. Collingwood goalless in the first half. That is just shit. Traded Rowley in round 12. Nice pod. Average 107.8 and less than 5% owned. He's been good. Yep. Anderson might need to be VC or C option from now on, says Nick White. I think he is, right? But he's just depends on the matchup. All right, let's go through the scores. This is not going to be fun. I know Nando's doing well, but let's go through the scores. So it is a low-scoring fantasy game, right? You've got, 7 players on 50 plus. Noble, 61, going well. Revenge game for him. Jack Chris, 58. Fiorini, 57. Rioli and Anderson, 55 each. Rao, 52. Mitchell, 51. Then you got Maynard, 48. Jeffrey, 46. King, Humphrey, 44. Cox, 43. Josh Davis, 41. That's disappointing. He was on 30 points at quarter time. And people were saying, good start for Josh Dacos. But I was like, just wait. And again, he 11-point quarter. So this is why once he plays that Richard matchup in a couple of weeks, Josh Dacos, I'll be trading. Because he's not top 6. He's not consistent enough. Like, he's consistent with 90s and stuff, but that's 10 points, 15 points off the top. So, and he didn't come off that quarter either. So that's the thing. He played 100% game time for 11 points in the quarter. Houston 38. Flanders 35 is disappointing, considering I thought he's been quite busy, but no tackles, only 2 marks. Took obviously, unfortunately, got subbed out. Darcy Cameron 33. Obviously, it's a tough matchup. Witts 31. Nick Dagos on 30. That's just shit as well. No tag. Ned Long 21. That's awful as well. Yep, not looking good. They need to sub Pendles into the game. They need a sub like that. I'd be subbing Mason Cox out. I know that he's on a good fantasy score, but he's done nothing. He's taken a few marks, but no, I'd be subbing him out. Sub him out or sub someone else out. There's a lot of players here that haven't done anything. They need to bring Pendles into the game. So, yep, not good enough. And again, I was keen for this game tonight, but yep, it's been shit. First time goalless since 2021, says Jack. Brought in Josh Noel this week. Great first half, says DJ. Best day of my life, says Riley. Come on, Nana, says Ben. David was tossing up between Doc and Long for my trade out this week. Last night, I felt like I made the right choice. Lift Long. We took out F. Dacos. Why do we play this game? Ben, you ask a very good question. And I ask myself this question as well all the time. Don't understand. Will just got back. Worse than Carlton for my fantasy players. Screw my decision. Should have trusted Bales. What did I say and what did you do, Will? Lee, Dacos can still ton up. Just need some +6s. Yeah, but both of them can easily still go 120, right? They both got 100-point halves in them. Like, there's the type of players that can rack it up. And Josh could still ton up, right? He's on 41, 59-point half. He's done that multiple weeks. But I was thinking with this matchup that this was going to be big scoring. But love the Bells, hate for Cox, always backing it, says Nick White. Oh, he's not good, though. I don't know why he's back in the team. He doesn't fit Collingwood structure, and he's shit. Proud Noble owner says Schulte. Yep, mate. Very, very happy with him so far. Why the hell did I keep Long? Jeez, my spicy take was awful. Collingwood have just been shit. I didn't expect them playing this bad, but they've been crap. Traded Dale instead of Long, says Will. Oh, okay, yeah, I was saying trade Long. But I was like 50-50 with it. But yeah, hindsight, wonderful thing. We play because there's a chance to win a Hilux, says Marco. Yeah, but realistically, I'm not going to get there, that's for sure. What was my spicy take? Noble 120 plus revenge games, says Has. Mate, yeah, you're on it at the moment. But Long can still go big in some cause. Wait, Long was on, 22 at halftime in one of the games. He still turned up. So we still can get good scores here, but they need to turn it around. Cogs does nothing except mark sometimes, says Ben. Yep. Need Long to have a massive second half, says John. Yeah, it's just been bad from fantasy standpoint. Well, we've got a fair few people watching, so appreciate everyone that's tuning in. If you can smash a like on the video, please do that. We're up to 49. So if we can get to 100 quicker, I don't have to stay back for half hour after the stream to get it. But appreciate if anyone can smash a like to help us out. Nakos needs to go huge, says John. He does. Mace Cox is like Sam Darcy, but goated, says Has. I'm not sure he's goated, but he had one good quarter, one good game, against Richmond in that, prelim, but that's it. Who do you have? Bales, Nakos, VCN, Jacos, I think. Yeah, they're the two I've got, yep. So not looking amazing at the moment. But I know, Fred, if it's not looking good for me, it's not looking good for a lot of other people, right? But a lot of people don't have Josh Dacos or Doherty. And obviously I was looping Doherty, right? So I've got McCarthy on, but I'm now relying on a rookie. And Josh being one of my more unique players, I needed him to go well tonight. If Collingwood could turn it around and Nick and Josh both have 80-point second halves, that would be a much better watch on. Oh, mate, if that was what happened, that would be good again. I'm going to go to Melbourne victory versus Wrexham, says Jack. Just trying to beat you, Bale, says Will. At least the current like total is a good half of fantasy score. Yeah, that's something, yep. But we were on about 50-odd last night, but we didn't really get to... It was a while before we got to 100. So if we can get to 100 before the watch-long ends, that would be ideal. They're still... So yeah, it was Lockie Weller stepping on Nick Dacos' foot. Like, it's... Okay, you get your foot stepped on, but should be fine. Drink some shots to make this game more enjoyable. Nakos and Jacos with a lot of rockets, says Has. I hope that works. So that's Matt Rao pushing Nick Dacos into the umpire. That's pretty poor. Only positive is Collingwood 0 goals, 8 behind, says Ben. But yeah, Mark, if we want shots, we need some super chats. That's the only way we get shots on the streams. Yeah, there you go. Matt Rowell again pushing Green towards the umpire when they played before. So this is a thing that Matt Rowell's doing all the time. Like, he should be someone, if they're really wanting to suspend players for this, he's someone that needs to be really looked at because he does it every single week. If this is a rule and they want to crack down on it, Matt Rowell's got to be the one that they've got to crack down on because, yeah, even the comments, even post-game last week was pretty much just an up-view of the AFL, pretty much. So this is why I don't like Gold. This is, sorry, Moonboy, I know you're watching and you're a Gold Coast fan. This is why I don't like Gold Coast. They think that their shit doesn't stink, to be honest. And yeah, like they're playing well tonight, but yeah, they annoy me. For sure, when Crows play Gold Coast here, I hope we beat them really, really well. They can all rack up in quarters, so I'm not that frustrated, says Will. I'm not either, but it's just when your players aren't doing well, it's just, yeah, annoying. Collingwood's mid's getting carved up. Mitchell and Dacos don't defend. Rowell and Anderson doing whatever they want, says Damon. Yep, that's exactly what's happened. A matchup has Nando and I have Nakos. My Hilux is gone, says Has. Obviously, I'm annoyed, but I have faith in Nick and Josh to rack it up in the second half. Well, the fact that where they are in Collingwood shit, they can only be better in the second half, surely. Rowell got to have beast cardio, bros of beast, says Ben. Chariots of the Tribunal's crap. Says Jack. Yeah, it is. Yeah. In terms of downgrade options, is Dewar still a good look or take a punt on Houghton? I'd say the cash should go for Houghton, right? But that's why I went Moyer, because I don't love paying over for these rookies at this time of year. There's only 7 weeks to go. I want to save as much cash as possible. Unless you need the cash gen. Yeah. Go Suns against Crows. Sorry, Port fan, says Will. Marco, Gold Coast can't beat Crows at home. No way. Oh, I think they can. Crows have got some tricky matchups, and I'm happy with I'm happy with the way that the Crows have gone so far, but I'm still taking it week by week, to be honest, because I've seen this before. So I feel they need Pendles on for leadership and just use a tactical sub. I think they will. And they won't sub Nick out because they want to come back into the game. So I think that they'll sub out one of the rucks. It's not working. Like Darcy Cameron and Mason Cox isn't working. Get rid of Mason Cox. Get McStay as a second ruck. You're not winning the hitouts anyway. So, yeah. Rowan's still out. Pendle's in, says Will. Is that official? Is that officially done, or is that just what you think that they might do? Because I don't think Ronstill's been too bad, and he'd be a bit stiff to be dropped, the one that gets subbed out. But he is a younger one, so any late adjustments at all? Doesn't look like it. So, yeah, so what? Josh Dose in that quarter had, what, 1 tackle? Then he had 7 points outside that. So, what, 2 handballs and a kick in that quarter, and that was it. And he played the whole quarter, which was the most frustrating thing. Yep. Oh, geez, I just really hope the second half can go well, because I need to win my Hat Chat League matchups as well. So, I'm in League 6 at the moment, and I need to win every matchup pretty much from here to be a chance of staying up, not getting relegated. But not happy though, says Will. Cox more than Josh and Nick. Yep. Pies don't care. Still winning the flag, says Andrew. Mate, I know that they don't care about fantasy, right? And I know footy players don't care about fantasy, but we care about fantasy. So I'm going to complain. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to do whatever. What do you think about Chase Jones back in, being playing on ball in Sandful, says Jack? The way I look at it is, any Crows player that comes in, I want them to do well. I don't care. And Solly Stalwart Stegos got to be injured, and I'd say subbed. He's fine. But Solly, I saw that you I heard in the Ball Boys chat, mate. Did you come like 9th or 10th for the round last week? If so, massive congrats. It's a massive week. I was pretty happy with a 51 round rate the week before, let alone if you finished top 10, mate. So congrats. If that was you, Solly. But yeah, Chase Jones in, Braden Cook in. Like, they've had chances and they haven't really taken it like with both hands. So I'm partly thinking, why is guys like Charlie Edwards and that not getting a go instead? But if they come in and play well, that's all I care about. So if they come in and have a good game, I'm happy. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to find out. Also, Chich is past that he's a purely a VFL player now. Shouldn't be an AFL team. Titch is still playing all right, Elizeno. He's not as good as what he once was, but yeah. Has the fat chair has been taken to the tribunal whilst Rouse pushing players in umps and openly saying he's not going to change his ways is so dumb. He'll be sent to the tribunal if he keeps doing it, and he might be for pushing Nick into the umpire there. Is Merritt just an obvious captain from here, says Albion Mowbray? Well, that's what I'll be doing if I bring him in. Dacos got to be injured. I said it before from Solly. They will win the Pies. Suns will suck in the second half, or a quarter, says Will. I'm not sure, but Suns at home, the way they're playing, it's going to be hard for Collingwood to win from here. Like, I'm ranked 1,300, can't make top 100, so I don't care, says Andrew. Fair enough. Noah's top 8. I did, sir, huge round rake of 10 into the 1K. No, massive, Solly, mate. Congrats on that. What was your score? What was your round score in the end? What did you end up scoring? Because that's a massive week. Congrats. That's and where did you move your into the top 1K? That's huge, mate. Congrats. Where do I find Guesty's team for me versus him? Says Ben. I'm not sure, but we'll get his. I'll get his score for you, Ben. Whenever. I'm not sure if you can find it. You'd have to go to WA and West Coast, and then you have to probably search a fair bit. So because he's down the ranks a bit, unfortunately. Same with me. Can Crows beat Dogs, says Will? Yeah, they definitely can, but where they can beat them at Marvel is another question. So if they can, it's a big win. But if someone said, are they going to win? I'd probably say Dogs will probably win. It's at home for them. They should be winning, but yeah, I think the Crows can win. I'm going to the Hawks for a game tomorrow. Hope the Hawks get up. I guess it'd be good for the Crows if Hawks won, because it means that Freo will still be a game and percentage behind. So it'd mean to be, but who's a more safe C this week, Merritt or Rosie? I think they're both as safe as each other has. I think Rosie's probably the safest one because he's not going to be the one that gets tagged. I wouldn't imagine it's against West Coast at home, but I do think Merritt goes big. So I think it'd be Merritt for me. Scored 24.80. Solly says, geez, that's a massive week. I'll just wait for Twitter post at end of the round, says Ben. Yep. Max does AFL Fantasy up the doggies. Calm the power, says Max. I have to disagree with you, but fair enough. You are allowed to comment that, and I appreciate you commenting anyway. Andrew Griffiths, are we paying up for Noffy 1.8 million in AFLW? Two goods a lock. Well, two goods a lock, and I think Noff's a lock. And obviously we go into fantasy going, we try and look for value, but it's a little bit different when it comes to Marinoff's in the same category in men's fantasy, like we looked at guys like Dane Swan, guys like that. If there was an AFLW pig, it would be Noffy, because she just gets it done every week. She's clearly the best fantasy player going around. And even if she gets tagged, she tackles. She just does it all. So for me, she's a must-have as well, regardless of price. What's happened with Pedler Bell, says Chris. I'm a bit surprised he didn't come in, to be honest. I thought he would have come in. I'm going to the Port game. Hope Connor and Zach go huge. Yeah, the doggy says, I should shout at players to care about fantasy, says Will. Love you, Bell, says Max. Thank you, mate. Do you like Amy McDonald as an option, says Tim. Yeah, she's an option. I think she might be cheap. I'll have to have a look. I haven't done a huge amount of research yet for AFLW Fantasy. Keen for AFLW this season, Bell says Solly. Yep, I am as well. Bells, I promise you Bont will go 30-3 this week against Crom. You'll get a great score from him. Well, if I get a good score on the Crows win, I'll be happy. Casey Johns, I've got the E on Flanners. What does he need to score to loop him on? Can bench McCarthy, Mills, Holmes, or Sheasel? So it'd be for McCarthy. Probably 80, 85 plus I'd be happy with. But yeah, if he goes 90 plus, you're definitely taking it. But yeah. Haven't even started looking at it yet, says Solly. Yeah, well, there's only 5 weeks to go from yesterday, so we've still got a bit of time. No, Dawson for a massive game says P exercise. I think Dawson and Bont both go well. I'm just hoping the Crows get it done. Andrew looking at Ruby Slicer in AFLW. Yep, no, she's a good option. Yep. I'm not sure what her price is at, and it'd be interesting to see what her role is, but I'll have to have a look. If you haven't smashed a like on it yet, please do. We're up to 50, so we still need another 50 likes before the end of the game. I'd like to get to the 100 before the game finishes, just so I don't have to stay for half an hour to see, and we 760k for Ruby Slicer. Yeah, it's not a bad price. Should be someone with all the defenders probably losing defender status, a few of them. But yeah, most of you guys keep smashing like so we can get there before the end of the game. Any adjustments? Doesn't look like it. No, so Nick's still on 30. Josh still on 41. So yeah, so nothing huge. I was hoping for maybe an adjustment or two in a positive sense, but yeah. Bales, are you going to post AFLW fantasy content? Yes, yeah, we'll be doing that. We'll be doing the round review and the round recap. Sorry, round review. Not sure if we're going to do live shows on the Sunday nights or we're going to just do a sort of a recorded one and upload it on the Monday. But there'll be a pre-lockout chat. Actually, no, to be honest, I'll see what Liam and that are doing with Twitter Spaces and stuff. But if they're not doing any Thursday night Twitter Spaces, I might do like Thursday night show, like a pre-lockout chat, do it Thursday night. I'll check with Liam, though, if he's doing that. So I'll have to see. But we'll be doing stuff for AFLW. Maybe not as much as the men's stuff, but if AFLW Fantasy do like they post the most traded in out players, then I'll probably do trade talk again. Like, I would like to do daily content for AFLW, but obviously it would just depend on how much engagement it gets. Like, trade talk would still probably work, right? I could still just do like the best options for the week, go line by line. So, Will says, but have day costs. Talking to Damon's question there before. 90% have day cost VC. Yep, but I think it'd be more when they adjust it. Here we go. So Nick Dake. So Pendles has been subbed in. So Rowan Steele is still out there. So it looks like the first CBA will be Pendles, Long, and Dacos. So I wonder who's been subbed out. Top 8 to rest of the year is tough as Primo scores are so up and down this year. Yep, agreed. 1 minute for second half says Will. Can't be asked to do another season of Brain Knowing Fantasy. Has says Jacos sub. Are you joking or are you being serious? You better be joking. You better be joking. Is he actually subbed? If he is, I'm going to lose my shit. Will saying he's joking. I really hope he is, because that would be really, really annoying. Hal's been subbed. Like, oh my God. Don't do that, man. Don't mind a joke, but don't do far out. Oh, that. Oh. There's a tackle for Long. I think Dacos got a tackle as well, but far out. Man, you got me, but don't do that, please. I don't know any AFLW players except for maybe like Tenses will. Oh, that would be what I'd say was get involved in AFLW Fantasy, because, Will, you enjoy it. It's good, and it gets you into it. That's for sure. Andrew Griffiths, Liam is the GOAT in AFLW. 2 years ago, I won a hat because of him. Liam's fantastic. Like, Liam's not just AFLW Fantasy GOAT. He's also just a very good fantasy coach, a very good person. So, yeah, love Liam. Pendle's in, yep. And everyone's saying how subbed. People saying ban has. I'm not going to ban has. He got me right, but I don't want to be thinking about my players being the ones getting subbed. It'd be interesting to see how Collingwood, what they can do from here, if they can get back into the game. I said jokes like immediately afterwards. I'm sorry, but when you said jokes, though, it's almost like it's an absolute joke. Like, you're annoyed. Bales almost had a heart attack. Yeah, I nearly did. Yep. You just took 5 years off Bales' life, says Jack. Yeah, yep. Will Mum isn't. Yeah, not sure, Will, what you're saying there, but fair enough. Here's Flanders going for goal. Kicks off the side of the boot. Goes to the top of the square. Free kick to Collingwood. Josh Dagos is potentially on for a +6 here if they go to him. No, they're not going to, I don't think. So Darcy Moore, free kick. No short chips, unfortunately, for Josh or Nick. No, nothing. Matt Rowett actually could be an option, says Ben. Has Liam won AFLW Fantasy before? No, but he's won, I think, a couple of hats. Obviously, he's very good at it. Talking to Max. Does fancy more. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Who was sub says red lighting. Well, Haz was telling us it was Josh Dacos and trying to bloody joke me. But no, it's Jeremy Howe. Jeremy Howe's been subbed out. Josh Dacos up to 45. Did he get a kick? No, he got a tackle. What did Josh Dacos get a tackle for? Unless it's coming up now, but I don't remember Josh getting a tackle. Oh, yeah, it will be now. Oh, no. No, it went to Noah Anderson. What did he get a tackle for? I'm not sure. I thought Nick probably could have got a tackle, but he hasn't been added anything. So, oh, well, I'll take it. 45. Obviously need more from him, but Maynard free kick. I wouldn't mind some chipping around here as well, like to switch the ball from Maynard. But we know that he kicks long a lot, so I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't. Like, Josh is on for a switch if they did decide to... No, they're going to go short. Nick's free for a +6. No. Bloody Rowan Steele, that's way too slow. He literally had Nick free for a short kick and he just ignored him. That's annoying. A lot of people... There's another Ned Long tackle. Like, people at... Here's Pendles. No, he hasn't kicked a goal either. And straight to Crisp. Go to Josh. Go to Josh. Go short to Josh. Go to Josh Dacos. No, they're not going to. Crispy's going to ignore him. That's really frustrating. I don't have a lot of hope that Josh or Nick are going to get to a good score, unfortunately. Like, Collingwood don't even really look like they're giving it to him much. Like, Nick could still get a decent score. I just don't think Josh will probably get an 80 again, which would be really frustrating. And Crisp another behind. No, it's not even going to score out in the full. What are they doing? Like, and that's why you should pass short when you've got another option in a better position. Well, it wasn't better position, but he was closer to goal. But Darcy Cameron tackle. Make sure you guys keep smashing likes as well. We are up to 56 likes, so appreciate everyone that's liked it so far. 44 likes to get to 100. And it'd be good to get it before the game finishes, if possible. There's Chris got tackled. Fiorini with a kick. I thought this was going to go to bounds, but no, marked by Walter. Walter's got Flanders short, and he's gone long. That is a shit kick. To a contest as well. What are you doing? So many AFL players get the ball, and they just don't look for any short options. They just go long. It's just, yeah. Watchalong for Jacos, Ludwin McCarthy, 75 plus. Oh, geez, I don't even want to think about potentially looping Josh Dacos, to be honest. Like, surely he goes better than that, but you'd probably take 80, 85 from him. I'm really hoping that it's not going to be around that mark. If it's around that mark, I'm going to be really disappointed. If Pies win from here, they'll win the grand final by 100, says Jack. I don't know if I can say... Collingwood are the one team that I could almost say in any position can win the game. But, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if Nick gets a tackle there at all, but... No tackle for Nick just there. And see what I mean? Like, Collingwood aren't even trying to take intercept marks anymore. They're just punching it at every point. It goes out of bounds, and then there's nothing. 59 likes now. Appreciate that. We're up to near 60. So let's keep smashing the likes. Keep getting up there. No tackle for Josh because Flanders got rid of it just in time. There's Humphrey. That could always be holding the ball. He's not going to get pinged either. And free kick to Wits. Oh, this shit. No, free kick to Rao. What for? Against Pendles. Oh, jeez. That's soft. Windhager did that probably 20, 30 times to Nick Dacos when he was tagging him. That's a shit decision. That is just, nah. At least we're not watching Carlton, says Marco. Oh, we might as well be at the moment, the way bloody Collingwood are playing. There's a goal to Rao. So it's just, they just keep getting goals given up against them. That is a shit decision. That is not holding. Trust GOS wins grand final, says Orify. Well, they're in it, and they're a good team, so they definitely could. Rowell an option for sure, says Ben. Rowell's dirt on the hump, says P exercised. That was just, I don't think that's a free at all. What are they? Oh, they're showing the Howell injury. I don't know what happened, though. Yep, horrible call, says Marco. Yeah, it was a pretty shit call. Up to 60 likes as well, so appreciate everyone that's done that so far. Make sure you guys keep smashing the likes on the video. We're 40 away from 100. Worst free of the year, soft, says Marco. I don't think it's the worst of the year, but it's a very bad call. Exercise uses the umps as a shield the whole game and gets rewarded with frees everywhere. Yeah, it was a crap decision. It shouldn't have been a free kick, but it is what it is, unfortunately. There's Nick with a handball. That's his first points of the quarter, and we're already 6-7 minutes into the quarter. There's Anderson with a handball. My boy, long non-stop -3s, says P exercised. Yeah, it's not been a good game for Ned Long at all. There's an intercept mark for Darcy Moore. Is Josh on the ground still, or has he gone to the bench? Don't see him at the moment. I reckon Josh is on the bench. Is Josh Dales on the bench at the moment? Because I don't see him at the... Yeah, he's on the bench. God damn it. Of course, when they bloody get a mark and they can chip around, Josh goes to the bench. How's Darcy Moore not been given a free kick for holding there? What on earth is going on with the umpires tonight? Here's Titch. No, that's a pretty shit kick as well. Straight up. Just loop. That wasn't a good kick. Bells, go get a heart check tomorrow after Hazard Jagos was subbed into shithouse rage-inducing games. Oh, it's just... We had a few good weeks, actually, with watch-alongs. But they're back to being pretty poor in terms of the games we're watching at the moment. Like, I was like, yeah, this game should be good. I think both the Dacos brothers will score well. I think Gold Coast will still play well anyway. It should be a good game, but no. Oh, wait. What's the bet Nick Dacos gets the free... Is he going to call for the free kick? No, Mitchell's got it. I was surprised that he didn't actually ask for it there, to be honest. He normally does. And that would have been really handy if he did. Good mark from Membry. He's got Nick short. Membry, looked at it. Yep, go short to Nick. Okay, good. Finally, Nick Dacos with a +6. First mark or tackle for the game for Nick. I would love a 50-metre penalty so he can go for goal. We'll take the +6 though. Umps in the AFL want a Gold Coast win. Don't blame them. So do I, says Troy. Yeah, fair enough. Still a bit of a refresh again. So Nick's up to 38. So he's at 8 points so far in the quarter. There's Nick again. Gets the handball away. So yeah, that was yes, that's the handball counter. So he's up to 30. I was thinking was he maybe up to 40, but no, that was the handball. Matt Rowell up to 79. Going very, very well. A couple of goals obviously helping that, but still good. Worst call of the night was no holding the ball against Nando. There's been a few bad calls tonight, to be honest. It's been pretty poor umpiring. There's Flanders with a handball. 61 likes as well. Appreciate everyone that's doing that so far. If you are watching and haven't smashed like on the video yet, please do. Obviously, we're trying to get to 100 again. If we can get it done before the end of the game, that would be fantastic. Didn't get Anderson because Collingwood are a tough matchup, says Jack. I did say in the captain video yesterday that he has had a very good record against Collingwood regardless. So he was in my top 10 captains. So I thought he was still a decent option, but obviously he was more expensive than some of the others. Yeah, makes a lot of the pies, but this loss isn't really going to impact them. Yeah, great. Yeah. How has Nick almost caught Josh? Wowee, says Jack. Yeah, well, no, Josh has been, again, he had a good first quarter, but he was pretty shit in the second quarter and did nothing. So it doesn't really surprise me, to be honest. I want both to be scoring well, but they're both going very, very average, which is going to be bad for my ranking. If I want to keep rising up in the ranks, I can't afford guys like Josh Dacos to keep sputting it up. There's Pendles faking there. Can Collingwood get their first goal? Nah. Jeffrey spoiling away. Collingwood don't look like scoring either. That's probably the worst thing about it at the moment. And now they're chipping back as well to Noble. Noble's going to have a good score tonight. Was going to VC Martin in a Rosie. Now I just feel dumb, says George Dickios. I feel numb. Yep. Josh Dacos is back on as well. And he gets the handball received from Darcy Moore. So kick for Josh Dacos. Here's Nick. Nick going for goal. And he's missed it now. My God. 10 behinds. Seriously. Pies should have just forfeited at halftime, says Jack. Let's talk motorsport. Collingwood seems to be doing well. Says, let's talk motorsport. Your best friend Alex says hi. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in. I always shout him out, but obviously Daniel, Let's Talk Motorsport, he's my cousin. So if anyone's into motorsport, F1, supercars, anything like that, they do podcasts and good content. So check out the YouTube channel, Let's Talk Motorsport. Or if you just want to be a good person and just want to go over and just maybe click a subscribe, then yeah, that'd be obviously very handy for them as well. So, yep, we'd appreciate that. Mitchell, give it to Josh. Oh, he's missed a handball. And Ned Long's kicking when he should have handballed it to Josh Dacos. And Membry's lining up for goal. Can they kick a goal? But this is they're just ignoring the Dacos brothers at the moment. This would be amazing if they don't score a goal, says Marco. Oh, if they miss again, wow. So Josh, 48. Jeez, I was hoping he'd somehow... Like, if he can get a couple plus sixes and get to 60, then great, but not looking good. And Nick's up to, 44 as well, so he's starting to get some points, but this is a Gold Coast matchup that's been kind to fantasy scoring. Maybe it just shows how good Zach Merritt was last week. So, Tim Membry. Finally a Collingwood goal. Finally a goal. Back to 33 points. Can Collingwood come back from here? I wouldn't be shocked if they did. This is what they do. Collingwood, they win games of footy regardless, but their first goal has come halfway through the third quarter. They've had 11 shots to 14. Only 3 less scoring shots, and they're down by 33. But yeah, Mitchell had bloody Josh Dacos there, and Josh Dacos should have got a disposal, but it was a shit handball. Just like that, the margin's only 5 goals. Suns haven't put them away. No, they haven't. No, they should have put them away, but 33 points is definitely not insurmountable from here. Collingwood could still come back and win this game. I'm not counting them back at all. Come back on. Oh, no, it could be, for sure. I'm not going to say the comeback's on yet, but they're still very much in this game. 62 likes as well. If you haven't smashed a like, please do. Obviously, we'll try Josh Dacos in the CBA. So Josh Dacos playing midfield now. It's interesting. I don't know if I'm happy about it or not, but Darcy Cameron, you had the hand. So there you go. That's a bit of a change. Looks like Josh Dacos is in the middle, and Nick is at half back. That's interesting. Well, hey, if they score some points, Pie's paying $6.20. Canberra responsibly, says Jack. I'll tell you what, if that's an interesting switch. Dacos brothers would switch, so Josh into the CBAs and Nick's at half back. Hey, if they score well, I'll take it. That's a horrible kick for Mackhand. Well, it's gone to a contest anyway, but not a great kick. Yeah, interesting. Josh into the midfield and Nick at half back. I guess we'll see if it works. Josh could be on, and McStay's choosing the... Why would you pick Lockie Sullivan, who wasn't really the option to pick, and you had Josh Dacos inboard? There's Darcy Moore. Should have taken that mark. That's a bad drop. Still side bottom. There's Nick with a handball. That's a cracking handball. So now Nick's down again. Seriously? Like, I didn't really look like much happened there. He got the handball, but now he's bloody down again. Is this Josh Dacos? No, Ned Long. And that could be holding the ball. He didn't even look like getting rid of it. He got... that should have been a free kick. Connor Buderick's tunneled him. I don't know how that's not a free kick. Surely that's surely I'm not the only one that thinks that's a free kick. He tunneled him. Buderick obviously tunneled him. Get handball inside of Josh. Oh, Sullivan, get rid of him. He's shit as well. Seriously. What does he do? I don't know how it's not a free kick to Nick. Someone chuck 100 on the Pies, says Marco. Doc, Flanders, Bench, Jacos, and Nakos. This round's going to suck, says Red Lighting. People saying about tunneling on Dacos. Yeah, it was. I think the free was paid and then advantage. Oh, was it? Well, yeah, because I'm obviously not listening to it, right? So there's Sullivan. Oh, my God, he's actually done something. No, behind. Does that count as a handball, says George? It will. Yeah, he handballed it. Yep. People saying it was paid advantage, so it was the 3 points for Josh. So Nick, sorry. So Nick's up to 46. Josh is on 48. So they're still not scoring well. There's only 7 minutes to go in this quarter. Like, They still need to score probably 20, 30 points each in the last couple of minutes to be on track for good scores, which I just don't know if they're going to do. They just don't look like scoring. They're not getting into good positions to get marks and tackles, but Hoskin and Sullivan are so poor, says Jack. Yep, agreed. If that goes to Collingwood, that won't be a tackle for Josh. I was hoping that would be a tackle, but nothing. There goes Nick. Nick, get the handball to your brother. Yeah, got the handball. There's Josh with a handball. Back to Nick. Handball, 2 handballs from Nick there. Markov, give it to Nick. Give it to Nick. What are you doing? Oh, it was a good kick, but, oh, God, they just don't. No players help us in fantasy. They really don't. It was a great kick, but seriously, it would have been nice if we got some points. It's a really low fantasy scoring game, actually. Like, I think Josh will be on 50. Yep, Nick's on. So Josh and Nick are both on 50, which is what they should have been on at halftime, at least. But if they can get into the 60s or the 70s, they're a chance to still ton up. But we really need to get going. Like, they need marks and tackles from here. That's another goal for Jamie Elliott. Here come Collingwood. 2 goals in a row. It's back to, 26 points. It is game on, for sure. Considering they hadn't kicked a goal for ages, it's pretty crazy. Rowell on for a 50-point quarter. Wow, yeah, he's on 96. He's very good, and he'll have games like this where he scores well, right? But there will be games where he'll put in a bad score. But maybe we're going to need to start taking a bit more notice of Rowell at the moment because he has that, I guess, baked-in tackles every week. But yeah, no, I put 1,000 on Gold Coast, says Stu. Nick, 28 plus touches. Come on, says Ben. Oh, I had him for 30. So, but then again, who was it that got? Yeah, Toot got injured. So, I don't think unless it was Bet365, unless they do the void thing where they just void that part, but I still get paid out, which I think they normally do. But I guess we'll see. Actually, I'll have a look. Actually, has Josh just given away a free kick? Fuck off. Seriously? And then bloody Rao gets a free kick. They need to... Why do they keep paying Ralph Holding all the time? He gets gifted so many free kicks. Great player, but seriously, now Josh is down to 47. Right when I don't need any negative points is when he decides he's going to give a free kick away. Piss off. Why do I play this game? Why do I play fantasy? It just does my head in every week. That should be contact below the knees. How is that not a free kick? Yep, Pendle's free kick. Yep. Raul again, are you serious? Says, yeah, it was a shit free kick. I don't know what it was for. Go short to Nick. Go short to Nick. Houston. No, Josh does ain't getting to a good score. So again, I've got another spud for another week. Maybe I might not go Merritt. If I've got to fix up bloody Josh Dacos next week, I might have to trade him. I can't be having 80s from my defenders when others are going well over 100 every single week. Like Josh is the same price as some of these mids. He might have to go. That's touched. Is this going to be is a Nick Dacos kick in? Maynard told him to go away. Oh, piss off, Maynard, you prick. He seriously told Nick Dacos to go away. He's taken the kick in. Piss off. Here's Josh with a kick, but he's pretty much just going to go right on what he was before. So that is the biggest shit take I've seen from bloody... And then there's Membry again. That is shit from Maynard. Seriously. Telling Nick Dacos to go away because he's going to take the kick in. Piss off, you idiot. This game well on, says George. Oh, yeah, it is. Yep. It's because Hardwick's been making noise about Rao not getting frees, says Mike. It's a good point, but it's still, the umpire shouldn't be getting sucked into what they're saying in the media. So Nick and Josh still on 50. How is it like? So Tom Mitchell's had the same amount of touches as essentially as Josh and Nick, and he's on 72. But he's had 8 tackles, which is why. But Josh Dacos is literally Colin McKercher 2.0. Like, he doesn't take the marks. Come back on. Oh, it is for sure. 21 points. Up to 65 likes as well, so we keep getting those going up. So so thank you to everyone that's done that so far. That's wait, they've crossed out Took as not getting 20. That's bullshit. He got injured. Guarantee that I won't get it. Oh, well, it's $2. Don't really care, but I should have got on at 620, says Jack. Oh, this is what Collingwood do. They win games. If Pies win this, put your life savings on them for the flag. Then not losing from there. I wouldn't put life savings on it, but yeah, they're in the box. They've been in the box seat for a while, right? They play well every week, and they're getting it done. I really just need the Dacos brothers now to start racking up the points. Oh, is Josh on the bench again? There's Nick with a kick as well. I reckon Josh Dacos is on the bench again. That is going to do my head in if he is. Yep, Josh Dacos on the bench again. How is it that he can be someone I don't own and racks up every week, and I bring him in and he does jack shit for me? He went 101 against what? West Coast, and then did nothing in the second half. And you had a massive first half, nothing second half. St Kilda, another great matchup. It was on 60 at half time, and again he got to 90, and then again he got an 80-odd last week. He's done nothing for me. And I've had to watch him on that King's birthday game, and he went and scored a 120. And I get nothing like that from him. Seriously. Josh Dacos to Whitfield, easy trade for me next week. Oh, yeah, I might not be able to get Merritt in anymore. If I need to deal with... I've got to get rid of Josh Dacos. This is just... He's losing cash. He's doing absolutely nothing. It's just bullshit. For the run that he had... He's done nothing. Josh, and then Chris said, Josh does to Zorko. Yep, I might not be able to get Merritt in anymore. I might have to deal with Josh Dacos next week. It's just absolutely shithouse. A minute 30 to go in this quarter, and they're still in the 50s. Like, Nick's on 54, but Josh is on 50, and he's on the bench again. He's been on the bench twice this quarter. Why do you need 2 bench stints? Are you that bloody unfit that you need 2 bench stints in a quarter? Seriously. Jacos and Doc out for me next week to Ubers. Yep, yeah, and they'll be out for me next week as well. Unless he can save it. But at the moment, and it's annoying because he's got Richmond in a couple of weeks. But... I don't know if I can hold him that long, the way he's going. 65 likes as well, so I appreciate everyone that's doing that. So if you haven't done it already, keep smashing up the likes. Just try and get to 100 before the game finishes, just so I don't have to be live for half an hour after the game. But, yeah, appreciate everyone's done that so far. Hoping that Josh Dacos would have come back on. He really doesn't need to be on the bench for 2 stints this long in a quarter. Flanders +6. And another shot for Ainsworth. Yeah, minute left. Yeah. No, he's not coming on anymore. Oh, my God. There you go. Nick walks up to Houston. Houston says, here you go, Nick. So Nick gets the kick in at least. It's not going to matter, though. My night's in the bin already because I'm not taking the VC from Nick. He's not going to get to anything that I want. And Josh Dacos has shit the bed. Pig Mitchell's stealing all the points, says Marco. But this has got nothing to do with Josh Dacos, though. He's playing at half back, and he's not scoring. And there'll be no there'll be no chip mark around the back for Collingwood either because they're trying to win the game. So, yeah, Josh ain't scoring well. He's done. He might get a 70 if he's lucky, but again, another premium that's going to shit the bed for me and a unique premium. So, delete team says, I'm not deleting my team. I'll never delete my team. I'll keep going, but it's not fun when every single week you players that are unique keep shit in the bed. You're good on your Ainsworth, mate. Go away. Absolute pest. Suns playing out their skin good, affecting regular fantasy scores. Happens with power gains when they pull out a top 8 win, says Mike. Josh has an average of 79.5 outside Melbourne this season. Flat track bully. Yep. Yeah. We had that one big game against Melbourne, but he's done nothing since. He's done jack shit. Why I ever brought him in, I don't know. I could have brought in literally any player, and I went for Josh Dacos instead. What an absolute shit decision that was. That's where I could have been a lot further up the ranks if I hadn't have brought in Warner, Bont, and I know Bont had some good scores since, but I brought him in when he went shit. And I know Caldwell got injured, right? So the Bont and Caldwell one's probably null and void, but bringing in bloody Josh Dacos and Warner has just put my season in the toilet. Josh Dacos, another dud player I've brought in. I nearly trade him to Gordon, but will next week. Yep, he'll have to go, which means that maybe I don't get Merritt. Because if I was going to trade Merritt, unless I bring Merritt in and just have to hold him through Giants, but it's probably not a smart choice. I don't get Josh Dacos. Far better kick than Maynard or how, but they still kick and refuse to pass to him. Yep, McCarthy over Jacos, says Marco. Oh, the way it's going, if you're looping, you're taking that. I didn't think it was going to come to this, but yep, he's on 50. He needs to do what he did against Wolves at Hawthorn, but they're up by so much, and he just chipped around. He saved it there. I can't see him having a 30, 40-point quarter to get to a respectable score. And then Nick can still go well from here, right? They're going to use him all the time, but 1 mark and 0 tackles is just... Well, he's not going to be... Regardless of what Nick does, I can't see him having a 60, 65-point quarter and getting to a 120 and taking that score. So we're going to be taking on the VC and going to someone else. So, well, we haven't gone through the scores yet, but yeah, 65 likes. If you haven't smashed a like, please do. But yeah, Matt Rao 106, he's dominating. Noble 93, Crisp 81, Mitchell 79, Rioli 76, Fiorini 73, Anderson 71. So it's been a low-scoring game as well. Maynard 66. That should be Josh Dacos, not Maynard. Jeffrey 61, Cameron 61, Witt 60, Cox 59, Nick Dacos 57, Josh Dacos 50, Flanders 48. Anything else? Ned Long 31. Oh, God, that's awful. Hopefully you're able to trade out of him this week. And, yep, and Oscar Adams has played 75% game time for 8 points. There you go, that's interesting. But, yeah, so it's looking pretty shit. Thank God I got off Ned, says Castle Riches. Steve Mayer as CBAs, he should still be right to hold against Giants. Yeah, maybe, but Like, I'm telling you, I can't really complain. I've had 2 good weeks, but after such a shit start to the year, I thought maybe I could have got on a run, but we're up to, what are we up to? 68 likes. So appreciate everyone's done that. Let's keep smashing up the likes. We're partly behind the 25 likes per quarter, but let's get the final 32 before the end of the game and get the 100 likes as always. As that's always our goal. So guarantee as well. What's the bet? I'll look at the matchups. And Josh Dacos will be unique in every matchup I've got. What's the bet? So Content Creators Cup against Nathan. Yep, Josh Dacos is a unique. Let's go to my cash league that I'm probably out of, but I need to win every game from pretty much here to get into the finals. Josh Dacos is a unique. Other cash league I'm in. Josh Dacos is not a unique for once. There you go. He does have Ned Long. I don't know if he's traded him out or not, so that might be at least something there, but he does have Josh at least. And then the other one that's probably the most one I care about, Josh Dacos is a unique. Is that Nick starting on the bench? He's getting some work done on, looks like his glute. Why does he do this every time when it's not going his way? So yeah, so Nick's starting on the bench. Oh my God, this is shit. So Josh is in the midfield. So unless he can rack it up from here, I'm pretty much done for the week. Can you go through everyone's VC, please, content creators? Yeah, I can do that after the game when it's finished. Josh gets the first disposal, gets a handball. Ned Long with a kick. We need a lot more of that if we're going to be anywhere near getting to a solid score. Like, if Josh can get 85 from here, I'd be fairly happy. But that's a 35-point quarter. Josh and Dacos swap says, yeah, Jason, yeah, that was a swap midway through the last quarter there. But I need Josh to absolutely rack up, which I just don't know if he's going to. That could be a tackle if that goes to Collingwood. That will be a Josh Dacos tackle at least. So that's nice. If he can do a few of those. Oh, yes! Josh is lined for goal. Thank you. Come on. We need this. Not only do Collingwood need this, I need this. Carson Richards says kissed. It's not kissed. He should have been scoring better anyway. I've sent rockets out. I've sent everything. I need this. This would help with a massive quarter. Come on, Josh. Come on! Let's go. Come on. Let's go. That's what we needed. So he's got a handball, a tackle, and a kick to goal. That is fantastic. Great start to the quarter. We're a minute 14 in. What's he up? So he's up to, is it 68? They haven't updated. 68. Yes, come on. See, 20 points all of a sudden from here is not insurmountable. Missed a bit of chat, actually. Went Butters over Witt this week. If everything goes to plan, it will be Witt and Goulden to come in for me next week, says Zach Regan. Yep, I like that plan. Yep. Carson Richards, what will be the best indicator that Bourbon will be midfield or it'll be too late to pivot? I think that looking at that team, I don't think he'll be playing in the midfield. Here's Josh again. Gets handball. He's up to 70. Where's this been? Where's it been? Why is it taking to the fourth quarter to get some points? He only needs 30 points from here to get a ton. That would be crazy. How many in the top 100 teams have Josh Dacos? I'm not sure, Tim. Probably like 20, 30%. Josh and Nick swap. Yep, Nick spent 3/4 time with defenders. Alice Lynch. Yep. I'm back, says Mr. Manethium. Mike's happy with Jacobs there. The man, mate, needs his $2. Oh, no, but it's not going to matter because Took was out, so I'm not going to get my multi tonight. There's another tackle from Ned Long. 18 points in 70 seconds. What? Here's Josh Dacos again. Another handball. Here he goes. He's up to 72 now. So all of a sudden, it's been 2 minutes, and he's like on track for a lot of people with the ton. So, oh no, crisp too long. Took too long. Maybe Josh isn't on baller after all, says Jack. Bet Nick Dacos is all good if Collingwood get close. Lovely, Josh. It's me, John. John. Oh, that's right. Yeah, John, divorce lawyer. How you going, John? Hope you're going well, mate. Who's tagging Nick? Is anyone tagging him? No, he just hasn't been very good tonight. So Josh Dacos has had 22 points in 2.5 minutes in the quarter. That's crazy. And he's... Oh, no, that's Schultz. I thought that was Josh for a second there. There's Josh again. Josh going to go for goal. Oh, well, Elliott's marked it, but what is going on? What a kick from Josh. Put him in the midfield. It's up to 75. He's 25 points away from tunning up. Can you imagine? And Elliott, that's a goal. Collingwood are back. Collingwood are back at 16 points. And Josh Dacos is up to 75. That's crazy that he's up to 75. I was thinking if he can get 85, I'd be happy. But this is great. Bet Nick is all good if Collingwood get... I said it before. Yep. Mitchell's having a great night. Yep. No, he's played well, John. The absolute 360 in this chat. Last is Cuthbert Richards. Nick and Josh have swapped jerseys. Oh, this is what I wanted this from Josh all game. And it's taken a midfield switch for him to actually start playing well. Hey, I'm not going to say that he's going to go like... He started well. 25 points in a few minutes. But he's still got to come to the bench. And he's only huge up there because of that goal that he kicked. I'm not going to say yet that he's going to ton up and it's going to be all sunshines and rainbows, but it's a good start. We know that Josh is a very, he can go big in some parts of the quarter, but then go quiet. So I'm hoping, and Pendles probably should have given the handball to him there. He will ton, says Cuss Richards. I hope so. Surely a shot if Jacobs tons. If we get some super chats in, there will be a shot, Jack, but unless we get some super chats, there won't be, unfortunately. Do you reckon Pies will win, says John? They're definitely a chance to. I'm not going to say that they're going to, but they're sending Nick down back, says Castle Richards. Yep, yeah, he started back in the last quarter, and I think that he might go there again. Schultz, keep it in. Oh, not the mic. We're up to 68 likes as well, so if you haven't liked it yet, please smash a like on the video. Please keep smashing likes. Let's try and get 100 before the game finishes. That'd be absolutely fantastic. If you got a second account, third account... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Not a free kick! That's free kick to Josh! That's a free! Yes! What is going on? This is crazy. Holy shit. That was, obvious. Yep. Free kick, 100%. Yes, he's got it. He snuck it in. Come on. Yes. What is going on? Another 10 points. He's on 85. What is going on? He's the third highest scoring player for the game. He's now the number one scoring player for Collingwood. He's 35-point quarter with 2 goals. Oh, yes. Carson Richards is not happy. He said, piss off, lol. Jay goes, wow, shots. Whoever wins, it'll be 1 to 6 point win, says John. Jay goes, oh my God. Jay goes, yeah. Does that little soccer by Elliot count? My multi's close. It probably, yeah, it would. Yep, 35 points in 3 minutes. What the hell? Oh, it's a little bit longer than 3 points, but 3 minutes, but yes. He's back. I told you, $100 on the pies, says Marco. And then Jacob says, Rod Lane. What a turnaround. And it's been in the midfield. I wonder, is this going to stick, this role? He's played so well in this last quarter, got them back in the game. And Josh Dagos is now on 85. And all of a sudden, and a tackle for Josh as well. Brilliant. He's tackling. He's kicking goals. He's doing everything. 89. He's 11 away from a ton. If he tons up, holy shit. He will get my +3 if he tons up. Unless someone goes like a 150, 160. There's Tom Mitchell. There's Rowan Steele. Why would you not give the handball to Nick Dacos? See, now we need Nick to do the same. This is where we need Nick to get going. 4 minutes, but wow. It's been about, it was about 4 minutes, yeah. So, sorry, I thought it was actually like 5-6 minutes, but there's still so much time for him to keep going. That's touched, I reckon. So, Noah Anderson +6, but I thought that was touched. He's going to hit 150, says Cuthridge. No, he won't. You go, Bala, says Nate Thomas. Thank you, mate. There's still 50 minutes to go. Josh is going 120. I don't think he's... Oh, geez, if he went that'd be a 70-point quarter. He's not going to have 70 points in the quarter. But it's been great. Schultz intercept mark. That's a cracking mark. Could you imagine if Josh is on for another shot? Or Nick Dacos. I'd like a Nick Dacos shot at goal. Oh dear, was feeling like a genius with my son's tip, says Troy. Oh, Josh Dagos is in the 50. Dan McStay has marked it. Wow, this is going to be back to 4 points. This is why Collingwood... I called this as well. I said that they weren't out of it. Turned into Gary Upper Jr. says Cussa Riches. Oh dear, was feeling like a genius. Yep, so 4 piles. Win this. Loving Josh right now, says John. Your boy Nick's unbothered, not running for marks or tackles. Good stuff from him, says John. Oh, it's what a turnaround. I was saying, yep, he's got to go. And now all of a sudden, 89, if he can ton up from here. Oh no, McStay's missed that. That's a bad miss. He had to kick that. Nick Dagos and Long to get a combined ton if we're lucky, says DJ. Yeah, I guess I'm annoyed with Nick, but I think the big one for me is more Josh because he's the unique, whereas Nick's owned by so many people. Like, if you're probably not in contention if you don't own Nick, or not many people anyway. There'll be some out there that don't have him. Free kick to Darcy Cameron. Oh, I thought that was Josh again. That was Schultz. He's marked it though. And Nick was off a lot with the ankles, says Casa Riches. Jacobs Cooking says, Will. Oh, mate, yep, he is. He gets a pass, says Casa Riches. Yeah, he does. With a few niggles and stuff, he probably does, right? But Nick's up to 61. If he can go 85, 90, that would be acceptable. Josh bench now, so you have 10 minutes to come back on and go 110. And that's the thing. I actually like the fact he's on the bench now because he scored a big amount of points now. Get him on the bench for a couple of minutes. Bring him back on. That's a goal for Schultz. Yep, it's back to 3 points. This is crazy. Crazy scenes. So bench now. Comes back on. I told you Bales Pies will win. Oh, mate, I was with you. I thought Pies could still win it. I didn't. This would be bad for Gold Coast as well if they give up the lead that they had and they let this slip. Good time to bench, says Cuss Riches. Oh, no, I think it is personally because he's got the points. Now he'll come back. He'll hopefully be on the bench for a couple minutes. Then come back on for the final half of the quarter and hopefully get to a ton. I'd be really happy with a ton if he can ton up from here. The fact that he's up to 89 now, I would have snapped you. If someone said to me, Josh will get to 89, I would have snapped your hand off. But now that he's on 89, now I'm going to be disappointed if he doesn't ton, to be honest, because he only needs 11 points, which is a few disposals, and he'll be good. Noah Anderson, handball there. Tackle for Flanders as well. Suns no hope to stop him, says Will. I wouldn't say that. And if Pies get in front, that means Josh junk time. I hope so. Hopefully it means Josh and Nick... Jagos had the Rockets as well. Yeah, I hope he did. Where's Nick? Is Nick on the bench as well? Cohen Anderson says Castle Riches. Oh, no, there's Dacos. Dacos forward now. I don't know if he got the handball there, Nick, but handball for Flanders. Nothing for Anderson. Jacob's no longer a trade, losses Marco. Oh, maybe not now, but yeah. So he's tying the boots up. There's Nick with a kick as well. Well, it might not. Well, again, Marco, it depends what he gets to, right? From here. If he can ton up from here, I'll be pretty happy. And I wouldn't be trading him out. No. But the way he was going and the way that he was playing, it was like, well, what's the point of keeping him if he's just going to keep plodding along? There's Fiorini with a torp. Going into the forward 50. Yeah, Gold Coast just need a goal. They need to stem the flow. It's just all Collingwood at the moment. There's McStay. Don't think he got a kick away. Not holding the ball, though, which is surprising. There's another kick for Nick Dacos. Pendles. Oh, here we go. Collingwood are all out here. Houston. Elliott. Yeah. Elliott line up for goal. Wow. What a turnaround for Collingwood. I copped online for going Pies on this one. Just an intangible thing with Gold Coast. Definitely talented, but just something, says Mike. But yeah, no, Jack, I didn't answer your thing from what you said. Yes, Pies in front means Josh don't time. I hope so, but I guess we'll have to find out. Oh, well, I just got back. Jacos, not a bad third quarter. Oh, no, you mean he had a bad second and third quarter. It's the last quarter where he's really got going, to be honest. Elliott, that's a goal. Collingwood in front. Crazy. They didn't have a goal until halfway through the third quarter, and they are now in front. They're in front. Weird question. Have you ever met a Giants fan, says John? No, I don't think so. I'll go Merritt this week for points, then Long to Wit next week. Thoughts? Yep, it's a good plan, Will. Blimp, I don't understand holding the ball anymore. I don't either, mate. I don't. Your boy, with what you said earlier, Bales Cox is horrible. Yeah, agreed. Pendles Goat says Marco. Suns no chances. Will. Whoever shouted out Pies at 620 is a legend. That was Jack, I think, before that said that. So I probably should have done it. So I retract my earlier comment regarding Collingwood. Says that's what most sport. Yep, fair enough, Daniel. Yep. John, all right, bro, I might leave and watch the rest of the game. All good, John, mate. Good luck to Collingwood. I partly hope they win. Well, not partly. I hope they win. I tip them. So we will see. But is Josh back on? Josh is back on, and he's in the midfield. Back in the midfield. So no, here's Fiorini with the clearance. Trying to go to Flanders. Not a great kick. Ooh, Flanders. No, Flanders got another kick there. Ben Long free kick. Geez, I don't know if is that a free kick? Good for Crows, but I'm sick of these Pies comeback, says Jack. I am as well, right? But it is good for the Crows if Collingwood can end up winning the game. Need Josh to get 104 to match Zorko's limits. Oh, that would be fantastic. Yeah, it would be brilliant. That would be very handy. The fact that he's come back to 89, even if he gets only one more touch for the remainder of the quarter, he still gets a 90, which is acceptable. Jacos M1, says Marco. Awful call, says Blimp. So there you go. Ben Long kicks the goal. Gold Coast back in front now. I didn't see this free kick. I need to see. Liam McLeod, I had Nakos as captain. Bloody hell. Yeah, I think everyone had him VC. It was just against Gold Coast Friday night. It was, everyone had him, but he got his foot stepped on, and just there's been little things throughout the game. But we know Dacos has these games where these little knocks, and he just doesn't play well. It was a freeze, says Castridge. I didn't see it. That wasn't a good angle for me to see it, actually. It was against Ned Long, funny enough, of all people, which is unfortunate for those that still got him. But I honestly didn't see the replay if it was a free kick. So Nick's up to 67 as well. So if Nick can get 23 more points and Josh Dales can get 11 more, I'll be happy enough Front on contact free kicks is Nathan. Yeah, I'll take your word for it if that's the case. I'll take people's word for it if they're saying that. Good game at least, says Marco. Yep. Thoughts on Fiorini gone 82 plus last 5 games. Oh, he's a pig when he gets going. Here's Anderson. Here you go. Gold Coast might be back. Here's Anderson again. Nando's goal. Wow, okay. This is really turned around again. Now, Gold Coast look like they're going to win again. 2 very quick goals, and it's Noah Anderson of all people. Part of me doesn't like Anderson, but part of me does because Jordy's got him. So he's up to 94, Noah Anderson. Deja vu, says Marco. What for, Marco? Yeah, 10 points. No, sorry, not 10 points. 9 points now for Gold Coast. That's a great goal by Noah Anderson. It was a good clearance to begin with, and then to get the ball back. Was that Nick and Josh were in this? Was Nick and Josh in the CBA for that one? Where's Josh now, says limits. Still CBAs. He's only come back on like a couple minutes ago, right? So, obviously, yes, just hadn't touched it much the last few minutes, obviously being on the bench, but still plenty of time. Sure, he's still in the mids, says limits. Yeah, he's still in the mids. Yep, he was in the CBA there, and he's in the CBA again. Here's Josh. Got held without it. Yep, free kick for Josh. Grabbed at his shoulder, but moves to 93 now. Josh Dacos. Elliott, no, nothing there. He touched the ball. How's it a free kick when he touched the ball? That's a shit free kick again. That is a crap. Elliott's jumped for the ball. He's touched it. That's not a free kick. What a load of crap. This happened last year. Same game. Pies come back, but then lost. Oh, is it right? I couldn't remember, to be honest, but double Dacos in the mid could be a terrifying thing. If they do that from now on and they score well, great. But Josh up to 93 as well. He's in the 90s, which is crazy. That's holding the ball against Sullivan. Fiorini again. Fiorini's getting it done. He's just scoring well. And this is why it dumbfounded all of us that Fiorini was not getting a game consistently at Gold Coast, because he's a good player. He just gets it done. There's Josh again. Don't know if he got a handball there. I hope he did, but Hoskin out in the fault. That's a shocker, says Castle Richards. Yeah, they pay those frees too often. Discourage hangers, says Troy. Agreed. So did Josh get a handball? No, they gave a handball. So maybe he did get a handball. I don't know if he did, but 5 points is all I need from Josh, and I'll be very happy. 10 points in 10 minutes. Come on, Josh. Sullivan and Hoskin need to go, says Marco. Still 9 minutes to go as well, which is crazy. That there's so much time still. Nick's on 67. If he can get 23 points from here, we'll be very happy. Josh just needs 5 more points, and I'll be very happy. Another Josh Dacos tackle. Holy crap. He's on 99. 99 for Josh Dacos. He's 49 points in just over half a quarter. Brownlow Nando, says Jay Sutts. Oh, he's got to be up in the conversation, doesn't he? Like Dawson and Nick Dacos will be there, but Noah Anderson's got to be up there. Jacos says, Marco, this is insane. How good was that rocket by me, says Caleb. Yeah, I sent a few as well in group chats for sure. This is insane, says Marco. Anderson with the ton. Love that guy. Oh, he's a very good player. Another 3 points for Josh, says Caleb Fife. Yep, there's the ton. Josh Dacos has tunned. How? Even if they take that handball away that we don't know if it was, he's tunned up. He's on 102. Dacos straight up M1, says Marco. Oh, the way he's playing this last quarter, I wonder if they're going to keep him in the midfield. They don't need him at half back with Maynard and that playing well. So why not put Josh Dacos in the midfield if he's going to play like this? Like this last quarter for him has been incredible. 2 goals. And it's not just fantasy as well. It's like his just impact on the game has been great. I don't know how Rao was allowed that much time to get rid of it, but fair enough. Josh Dacos for the Brownlow, says Marco. Put 20 on him to start the season at $51. Says Jay Sutts. Take Flanders loop on with McCarthy. What's Flanders on? Don't even know what he's on, to be honest. 54. No, he'd be backing in McCarthy at the moment, the way it's going. If only I chucked the VC on the other Dacos, says Has. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think any of us saw this last quarter coming. That could be another tackle for Josh Dacos. That goes to Collingwood. No, it won't. So it'll be... that's holding the ball against Long. Has to be. And Tom Mitchell's done. Terrible disposal. Josh would add way more. I think he's actually played all right, to be honest. There's Nick for a +6. Where's his brother? Looking bored. Nick, looking bored. Is he going to... Oh, my God. Is that Josh? Oh, my God. Josh does +6. Oh, go back to... Oh, I was hoping to go back to Nick. Josh Dacos is near 110. Here's Nick again. Nick with the handball. Gives it to side bottom. And there's Elliott. That should be a free kick. That's an arm chop. That's an arm chop. Oh, my God. Dacos 110, says Marco. Wait, is he on 110? I thought he got... No, he's 112. They've added a tackle. What is going on? He's at a 62-point quarter. What is this? Ridiculous. Keep this guy in the mid, says Marco. Here he is again. Handball. Is that 114 or is that 110 with the handball? No, 114. Oh, jeez. Castlerich says kissed. It's not kissed, mate. It is not kissed. Let's go. 50-point last quarter. Did not see this coming. Maybe I should call all my players duds and they'll score. Or I said to Jordy, I sent him a message saying Josh does the spud. So, that's the rocket. You got it. Are you receipt Clark with Richmond or are you just backing McCarthy's role? Just backing McCarthy's role limits. I'd be backing him in. He's nearly scored my points in this quarter than my captain last week, says Caleb Fife. Yeah, no one would have predicted this last week. Oh, here he is again. Got a handball to Nick. Has Nick got the free kick? Nick's got a free kick. Nick's got a high free kick. Probably lucky, but we'll take it. The Dacos brothers racking up. He gave it to Josh. Josh back to Nick. Here's Josh again. Oh, no way. No way. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, he is dominating. He's on one. He's top scoring for the game. What is this? Oh, man. 70-point quarter for Josh Dacos. Half a real day. He's nearly scored. Yep. Josh has 105 ranking points in the fourth quarter, says Jack. Joshy boy, wow, we thankfully had a big last. Needed this, said Grover. Oh, this has been incredible. He might get it back here. Oh, no. Ned Long. No, that's an awful kick. Give it to Josh. Here's Josh again. He's kicked it again. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, jeez. He got it behind. Could have been a third goal, says KM5. Doesn't Dacos have a good run home? Oh, he's got Freo. Then he goes Richmond. Dacos 92% kicking efficiency. Sit down, says Custer Riches. Another 3 points. Best watch along, says KM5. Most fancy points in the quarter. And another tackle, says Caleb Fife there. Does he really? Yep. Oh, my God. Is that 127? I think that's 127. He's had if that's the case, had a 77-point quarter. I haven't seen this. I don't know if I've seen this big a quarter from anyone I can remember. My ranking might actually be okay now. Lockie Well is now on Josh Dacos phone, so I don't know if that's a tag now that they're trying to go to, but that could be holding the ball against Crisp. Yep. Told you 150, lol, says Custer Riches. Josh officially the better. Dacos says Marco. Someone pooed, says Ruby Rose. OMG Dacos could be on 140. Says Has. Someone get on Josh, says Troy. No, someone don't get on Josh. Dacos everywhere, says Mike. My 7 years says to thank you for doing this video. Oh, mate, Chris, I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, here he is again. Another handball for Josh. Mate, that's 79-point quarter. And there's Ned Long. Free. He's lined up for goal. This will be back to 1 point. Bell's biggest moles of the century. There's still 5 minutes left, says Caleb. Wasting the back line. No, says Nathan Thomas. Your boy Zenith, we all put our VC on the wrong Dacos. Yeah, we did. Your boy, what's the most fancy points scored in a quarter? I don't know. That would be interesting to know. Mate, Josh Doe's nearly won a Copeland in the mids before Nick was drafted. Yeah, I think the way he's played tonight, there is a very good argument to say keep him. Oh, my God, Ned Long's missed it. That's an awful kick. There's a good argument to be made that Josh should be in the mids from now on. He's played so well his last quarter. Kissed and loving every minute of it, says Mo. Oh, well, it's slightly kissed, yes. But, again, he's played an amazing quarter from a footy standpoint. He's kicked multiple goals and just had an insane impact on the game. There's Josh again. Got the kick away. That's an 82-point quarter. He's on 130. How? It's ridiculous. Nick's up to 78 as well. If he can get 12 points in the last few minutes, that'd be very handy. But 132, I didn't see this coming. Just won 100K. Castle Rich says, Mark, at least you know it. Hey, Castle Riches, I understand that it's not, I don't know if it's even kissed though, because he's such a good player that, okay, the goals are probably kissed, right? But he's still got the ball a heap in the midfield, right? So I don't know if it's necessarily kissed that he's playing well. That was a cracking kick to McStay. 3 minutes left. Gee, Suns don't know how to play out a game, says Troy. Jaiden will have it. Yeah, probably. Here's Nick. Nick's free in the middle. Pendles, look to your left. Pendles, look inside. Oh, he's gone to side bottom. Calling a draw, says Troy. What's the most fancy points in the course, says Grow? I'm not sure. I have to ask Jaiden. Can't hold be a draw, says Nathan. Pendles. Oh, over Nick's head. Damn it, that would have been really handy. Make sure you guys keep smashing likes. Well, we're up to 75 likes. So if you guys haven't smashed a like on it yet, please do. Trying to get to 100 as always. It'd be good to get it there before the end of the game. So just need 25 more likes if you guys can help us out with that. I've probably missed bits of chat. Apologies if I've missed any bits of chat. I apologise. When you Gold Coast go up points to the mids, Merritt went huge last week. It's all about the roll. Not kissed at all. Big game from Jacobs was due. Liam McLeod, I'm sort of happy to keep long and just score sub-past 70-80. I'm happy to hold. There's Schultz at a free kick to Gold Coast. Against Sullivan, yep. Surely Josh 100-point quarter, says Kyle Mann. He's 18 points away. Could you imagine? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That is a kiss score, but I'm messing around too, mate. Relax. Oh, no, mate. No. I'm all good. I'm just playing around with it, mate. All good. Ruby's saying favourite colour. I do like blue or red. I do like. I'll say red because Crows have got red in it. Man United are red, so I'll say red. I've gone up 20 ranks just this quarter, says Chris. Favourite food? It's a good question. Favourite food? If someone's like favourite dish, I really like a good silver side and vegetables. My mum cooks a really good silver side. So I'd say that. That would be my favourite. But in terms of favourite food, it's hard. That's, free kick to Collingwood. Minute 30 to go. Yeah, red's good too, says Ruby. Yep, easiest +3 of the year, says Chris. Oh, yeah, not even a question anymore. It's definitely a +3. Membry, side bottom. Oh, I dropped the mark. Nah, Euland dive for that one. That's a free kick against Long again. That's a bullshit free. Gave you a like, says Liam McLeod. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. We're up to 82 as well. So please smash a like on the video. Bells, you like red, white, and blue. Up the docky, says Has. No. Rouse stat sheet's crazy, says Limits. What's for dinner tonight, Bells, says Zach Regan. I'm not sure what's for dinner. I'll probably go and get takeaway to celebrate the Josh Dacos comeback. Don't think I've ever seen a comeback like it. To be on 132 when you're on 50 at three-quarter time is crazy. Rao as well on 137, dominating. Nick's up to 78. It's obviously not great as a captain. Had him at number 1, which is really annoying. I was thought about putting him down to 2 or 3. But, yeah, oh well. Pendles with a handball. 43 seconds to go. Can Collingwood get a draw? That could be insufficient intent. Yep, it is. Maynard's played on straight away. 32 seconds to go. Ned, you big ball, says Blimp. Yeah, he's not been good tonight. I don't know how many free kicks given away. It might be 5 or 6. Like, it's been ridiculous how many he's given away. No, that might be game. Rao kicks it forward. Oh, actually, Quainer, if he sends it forward. What is he doing? Houston. No, that's going to be it. Flanders tackle. 7 seconds left. They're not going to be able to... I don't think they're going to be able to get out of here. McStay, got to go. It's going to run out of time, though. Gold Coast win by 6 points. I don't know if if I'm Gold Coast, I'd be necessarily happy with the win. You take it, right? And you'd be happy you beat Collingwood. But the fact that they let them come back and hit the front, it's a bit, yeah. PS5 or Xbox, says Liam. PS5 for me. I've always had PlayStation instead. So Josh is grabbing his shoulder. Probably just a bit of a stinger. Nando's for dinner, says Zach. OMG, if Collingwood win this, I can't wait to see Demo press conference. Unfortunately, yeah, they didn't, unfortunately. But holy shit, what a comeback from Josh Dacos. Quarter for the ages. An 82-point quarter. He was on 50 in 3 quarters, and he just had the quarter of his life with a couple of goals. 3 shots as well on goal. Let's go through the scores. If you guys haven't smashed a like yet, please do. We're on 82 likes. So we're only 18 away. Let's try and get those smashed out pretty quickly. But let's go through the scores. So Matt Rao, 140. Massive game from him. 2 goals, 32 touches, 13 tackles. Incredible from him. Josh Dacos, 132. That's incredible. The comeback. 82-point last quarter. Don't think I've seen anything like it. But great for rankings, as a guy that's unique in matchups for me. I didn't expect a 130. I was like, if he can get a 90, that's acceptable. But he went man, what a quarter. Noble, 117. Good game from him against the Pies. Anderson, 106. He was good. A lot of handballs, which is disappointing, but you take the ton in a tougher matchup. Fiorini, 97. He just gets it done again. Rioli, 92. Mitchell, 91. Witts, 90. Crisp, 79. Nick Dagos, 78. Obviously, it's very disappointing. 78 from someone that everyone had as VC. I wish I didn't put him as my number 1 option as captain this week, but a lot of people did. So that's unfortunately the way it goes. And he had a few ailments, so yeah, just annoying. Dust Cameron, 78. Flanders, 58. That's very, very disappointing. So if you had him, you're definitely benching him. If you had him as the emergency loop, hopefully you did. Ned Long, 53. That's disgusting. Very, very bad. Rowan Steele, 35. That's pretty much about it. But what did Pennells have? Pennells, 53 points in the second half, so it was a good sub on, had 17 disposals. But holy shit, what about bloody Josh Dacos? Far out. What a game. 83 likes as well, 17 away. I've decided not to take Nick's VC score. Just David. Yeah, fair enough. I've not taken either. Glad Rout and the top scorer, though. Massive game from him. Your boy, 140 points with 5 frees against. Rout could have had around 160. Oh, yeah. Incredible game from him. Ruby says, I had a steak carbonara salad and a crumbed lamb cutlet for dinner, just so you know I can put it away. Yep, fair enough. Nice for dinner. 195 Supercoach points for Jacos. Insane, says Ace of Trades. Yeah. 132 for a 15% owned pod. Not bad, Bales. You take those. Oh, do I take that? Holy shit. Jacos, what a man, says Liam McLeod. DJ Mids all stinking up again. Thanks to my defenders, Noble and Jacos, for actually showing up tonight. Castle Richards, how are you feeling about the Crows tomorrow, says Castle Richards. A bit nervous. I wonder how we're going to go. Suns winning's probably a bit disappointing for the Crows. That's a team that was around us that got a win. We were probably thinking they weren't, but is what it is. Brian Symes, Ned Long played like a tool, gave away free kicks all night and couldn't touch the ball. Shannon Page, the 82-point last quarter was epic. Congrats to those who chose him, says Shannon. Yep. Planet Ocean, who are you dropping the C on now, Bales? Merritt, as long as I'm bringing him in, which at the moment I am. So, just need 13 more likes as well. We're on 87 likes, so just need 13 more to get the 100. Far out. Jokos saved the game, says Will Bite. Wow, that was incredible. Incredible. 11 likes to go. We are on 89 likes, so we just need 11 more. No, we need 8 more, sorry. A few legends just like there. So we need 8 more likes to get 100. But yeah, I just want to have a look at this last quarter. I want to see the stat lines for this. It's obviously the highest scoring quarter of the season. Let's have a look. So Josh Dacos in the last quarter. 16 disposals, 2 marks, 5 tackles, 2 goals, 82 points. The next highest scorer on the ground was Pendles on 39, Anderson 35, Rao 34, Yulin 32, Schultz 31, and Witts with 30. What an incredible quarter. Got it wrong, 10 credit. The Sun says, Will. Okay, so I'll play McCarthy over the E on Flanders. Yes, 100%. Yep. 100% you do red lighting. Tony Ford ordered pizza, was on 52 when I answered the door, on 89 when I sat back down. Yeah. How'd your multi go, mate, says Liam McLeod. I think I lost it because I don't think they're going to count Took as like injured to void it. So I'll see, but I wouldn't have got it. I needed Nick for 30 and he got, 20 something, I think. So I did get my money back because they have voided it actually. So, oh, no, $2 in bet credits. Okay, well, that's fine. But, yeah, I had Ned Long for 15. He didn't get it. Flanders for 20. Didn't get it. Toot for that, but he got injured, obviously. And then Nick for 30. So, yeah, not great. But, oh, well, I got the $2 back. Can use it on something else there. But, yeah, holy shit. What a last quarter. So, how many free kicks did Ned Long give away? I want to have a look at that. Great shift, Bales. When's the next watch-along, says Zach Regan. Tomorrow night. We got one tomorrow night. I'll probably do it for the Richmond Essendon game just because we're going to have Merritt and Nick Martin in that game. So I'll probably do that one from a fantasy standpoint. But it should be a good night, hopefully, regardless. Jacob's iconic rack-up, says Will. Great. Yep. Outscored his brother in the quarter, says Limits. Yeah, that's crazy. We'll buy it. Don't know if you answered this, but going Dale to Merritt for instant captain option, and then next week go Long to Whitfield. Thoughts? Yeah, you could do that. Yep. Merritt a good captain option, or go Rosie Martin. I'm Merritt out of those guys, Tony. Definitely Zero over Martin for captain Bales. I'm going Merritt over Martin. Yes. Jacobs Cook Long gave away 5 free kicks. That's really poor. Yeah, Rao, 7 frees, 4 and 5 against. That's ridiculous. The fact that he's involved in 12 frees across the game is ridiculous. Of course, you have Jacos against me, says Sean. Oh, mate, I'm telling you now, I wasn't very happy at 3/4 time. Sean, and he hasn't been an amazing pick for me yet until tonight. This was the first big game I've got from him, and I needed it. 82-point quarter. Oh, Sean, it's cracked. It's ridiculous. I didn't expect a 30-40 point quarter, let alone double that. I always think if he gets 40, gets 90, I'll be happy. Very, very happy. But the fact he got 82 in the quarter is ridiculous. Like, yeah, I haven't seen that since like a long time. It was like Sam Darcy last week, but on steroids. The way it was. Pies will keep him in there now. Yeah, actually, well, Sean, I know you're a Collingwood fan. Do you reckon that they keep him there? That quarter was ridiculous from him. And do they put the Dacos brothers in there? But that means it's like, well, where does Ned Long, does one of him or Mitchell get dropped? Because I don't need him at half back, I don't think. One of the best individual quarters I've seen. And the fact that he had the flu early in the week as well, and he was able to play like that. I thought this would be Nick getting a 130, says Will. Yeah, I thought as well. Yep. Just shows Josh Dagos made of tougher stuff. Nick soft as, says Stu. 82 in the quarter is insane. I'm not trading next week now. Yeah, I'm not either. Yep. Yeah, that's what happens though with fantasy. A quarter is a long time fantasy. Week's a long time fantasy, let alone a quarter is a long time in fantasy, let alone a week. Ron 94 likes as well, so just need 6 more likes to get 100 for the stream. So if you can like it, if you haven't done it yet, that'd be fantastic. We'll bite that scary from Jacos. Nakos at halfback, Jacos in the guts. Lock says Has. I wonder if that's what they do. Do we trade in Josh Dagos, says Tim? You could with Freo and Richmond, but yeah, interesting. Fly generally straightforward. If someone does well in a position, he keeps them there for a while. So I'd say he stays there. Yeah, but, well, it'd be interesting to see if they ask post-game what they're going to do. And the thing is as well, if Josh Douglas is getting tagged, that's going to be amazing for Nick. He's not, but surely Nick's still the guy that gets tagged, right? Can you really tag two people? Hey, Bales just got here. How did your players go tonight? Oh, Matt, you missed it. Talk about a roller coaster. So the first 3 quarters, Matt, I'll give you the rundown. First 3 quarters, very, very disappointed, very, very angry there with Nick, VC, and Josh Douglas on 50 at 3-quarter time. The last quarter was probably the most I've enjoyed a watch-along, probably since I've done one. Actually, this quarter and then the Nick Martin last quarter against Richmond are the two, but this one almost takes the cake with an 82-point quarter from Josh Dacos as a unique. Just, yeah. What a quarter. What a quarter. 96 likes as well. We're only 4 away. Sad we lost, but a good effort. Oh, Sean, the fact that Collingwood were able to come back after not kicking a goal for 2.5 quarters and then almost snatched it is a testament to how good of a team they are. Bittersweet with Nick and Long, he says, Will. Yeah, it's annoying with Nick. He's so highly owned. But yes, I would have much preferred him to also go big. But yeah, that's what Josh Dacos' biggest score of the season. Had a season high in tackles, obviously season high in goals as well. Was that season high disposals? No, he had 34 against Melbourne. But yeah, ridiculous. 97 likes as well. Just 3 more to go. 3 more likes to go. We bring Pennells on the game changes. Big mistake making him sub. Yeah, in a game like this, Sean, I was surprised that they decided to do it in this game as a sub. I thought they would have waited to maybe a game where they thought they probably were likely to win it. But a bit of a pod with Jacos is great, says Will. Oh, 100%. Callum Fife, Nick will always get tagged. He was just injured for the game. He's such a good player. I need to get him in next week or the week after. I got Josh Douglas in Bolter at least, ranked 6 on that. Nicely done there, Sean. Tag Josh. No, Jaiden says Will. Was that the most points in a quarter ever, says Jordan? Probably not ever, because if you look at some of the quarters, some of the big forwards would have kicked, like back in the day, they would have probably kicked 8 goals. But it'd be interesting to see if it was the biggest quarter from... Hang on, I'm just posting on Twitter. Give me a sec. There you go. Just post on Twitter about that. There you go. Most AFL fantasy points in a quarter. Tweeted by Jaiden just before. Nick Rewalt scored 87 points in round 23, 2016 in the second quarter. That was when he scored 200. And then Josh Dacos tonight with 82 points. Second highest quarter score on record since 2014. Nick Riewoldt, the only one better. Hugh McCluggage had 78 in round 8 in 2022 in the last quarter. Josh Kennedy, I'm assuming that's the West Coast one, 76 points in round 2 2015, the third quarter. Could be Sydney, but Josh J. Kennedy's Sydney, 76 points there. And then Jay Schultz, round 14 2014, quarter 4. And then Zach Merritt, 75 in round 20 2022 in the third quarter. Insane. Absolutely insane. Still can't quite believe it, to be honest. Far out. We did pass 100 likes as well, so appreciate all you legends once again smashing out the score. Let's catch up on this chat, and then I will head off. That is ridiculous. Where were we? Jordan, that was where we were, because asking about the most points in a quarter ever. Yeah, so there you go. That answers that question there. I feel like saying the 90s for the record, not sure. Second most. 132 Supercoach, 82 for AFL Fantasy in the fourth quarter. It's pretty crazy. His Supercoach score was what he scored in fantasy for the whole game, let alone the quarter. What was that quarter by Josh Davis? 82 points in second highest, 123 Supercoach quarter. Was crazy watching as an owner. Oh, Corey, you missed it. You missed out. I know you just tuned in, but if you saw my reactions for the first three quarters compared to the last quarter, it was ridiculous. Once he turned up, I thought, yeah, I'm happy regardless, and he just kept going. Imagine he put a decent three quarters in 200 possibly, says Will. Oh, he would have got clamped pretty hard if that was in the second or third quarter. From the T-Room view advice, Bales, I can afford a rookie, any position, 270K. I'm not sure limits who you'd be doing with the rookie, but what the hell, why can't Jacos do that every quarter? Would have ended on 328, says Has. That's what I'm saying, should have. Well done, Jacos. Callum Fife, 16 touches and 2 goals is crazy. Corey Blades, he had a 123-point quarter for Supercoach. Nick Wright, 127 as well, that same game in 2016. Did you VC Nick Bale, says Matt? Yeah, unfortunately I did. Yep, so I'll be rolling into Zach Merritt tomorrow night. Yep. These quarters, Bale's not those quarters. I know what you mean. Will. I was watching live. It was crazy with my cousins. What a great quarter. Wish I watched you. Mate, you can always go back on the replay and watch it if you'd like. Max Heath Davies says Flying Cow. Yep, annoying for Marshall, and I'm an owner, unfortunately. Don't have Dacos. Nick this week went to Goulden. Yep, well, you're happy you didn't get Nick then. Welcome back to the team, Zax. Butters on debut, though, says Will. Yeah, what? Just... Whew. What a score. What a game. Now, I know that Marco did ask before about the VCs and that in the Content Creators Cup, so we can check that and see the VCs from everyone. Yeah, Josh does 132. Let's have a look. Content Creators Cup. Okay, so we've got Jaiden has got the VC on Baz, captain on Messiah. That's interesting. Couple of tough matchups there, but obviously going with his projections. Jordox, VC on Dacos, captain on Marshall. So I'll probably have to let him know to change that. I don't think he's got Nick Martin, so I'll be telling him to change that and go to Nick Martin. MJ has got the VC on Dacos, captain on... It's got Chera now, but I'd say that's probably going to be Zach Merritt if he's traded him in. Louis, VC on Nick Dacos, captain on Rosie. Yep, so everyone so far has gone VC on Dacos except for Jaiden. DC and Luke, VC on Dacos, both got the captain on Jai Caldwell there, but I dare say that's going to be Zach Merritt for both those guys. Guesty and Lemon, both VC on Nick Dacos. Lemon's got the captain on Merritt. Guesty's got the captain on Rosie. Holmesy and Jake have got the VC on... No. So Jake doesn't have Nick Dacos, actually. So he's currently got the VC on Jordan Dawson, captain on Rosie. Interesting. Very, very spicy. No Martin in there either. Holmesy's got the VC on Nick Dacos, captain on Merritt. Harmy and Fry, both VC on Nick Dacos. Harmy's got the captain on Merritt. Fry's got the captain on Nick Martin. Me and Nathan both had the VC on Nick Dacos. Nathan's got the captaincy on Connor Rosie. I've got Zach Merritt. And it would be Nick Martin if I don't get Merritt. Mitch and Jepper both have got the VC on Nick Dacos, and I think they've both got the captaincy on Merritt. I think that it looks like Mitch is going for Merritt this week. So, yep, that's there as well. Sanch and Hef both have got the VC on Nick Dacos. Sanch has got the captain on Nasiah. Hef on Bailey Smith. And then Mini Monk and John Holmey, the 20th coach. Both VC on Dacos. Mini Monk's got the captain on Zach Butters. Interesting. And then Merritt captain for John Holm. So, yeah. So everyone bar Jake and Jaiden have got the VC on. So 18 of 20 content creators have got the VC on Nick Dacos. So, how the hell Jacos has been pissing me off. Oh, mate, I'm not pissed off, unfortunately. Sean can't afford lose in paid league. 7th at the moment with 3 games left, including this. 7th and ranked 330. Lol, says Sean. Yeah, I know it's interesting how league matchups do work. I need to win, Sean, as well, because I need to stay in the hunt. If I lose this, I'm pretty much out. So it says you're captaining Bergman, says Will. Yeah, because I've... wait, Will, how can you see my team, for one? But the other thing is because I'm trading Bergman to Merritt. That's why. Because a lot of it says a lot of people captain on Caldwell. So the Piss should have got a 60. Yeah, we got that. He got that and more in the last quarter. Because I presume you're trading out Bergman for Merritt. Yes, Will, that's correct. Ace of Trades, I have the option to get Rosie or Goulden from Caldwell. Won't be able to get the other for at least 3 weeks. Who would you pick? Won't be able to get the other one for at least 3 weeks. Where are you ranked, Ace of Trades? That would be the question. If you're high up, you probably got to go Rosie, but maybe you go Goulden. Seabales, great last quarter, even though I wasn't watching you. Thanks, Jacos Legend. All good, Will, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Max Heath or Oscar Smart says limits. Pretty much only good choices. I think Oscar Smart's more likely to stay in the team, so probably him. 82 pointer says Ben. That's actually mental. Oh, it's crazy. It's the second highest scoring quarter on that's been recorded since 2014. Only Nick Rewalt, when he scored 200, was better. It was the best quarter I've seen from a player all season. He almost single-handedly got Collingwood over the line. It's incredible. Patron's cut because I was automatically put in it. That's why. Oh, okay. Yep, fair enough. Yep, fair enough. 349 says Ace of Trades. So, yeah, you're up there. Maybe you go Rosie because he's the one that could take it away from you. So Rosie's matchups, he goes West Coast, Hawthorn, Adelaide. Goulden goes St Kilda, North Melbourne, Giants. So it's not great matchups for Goulden, but yeah. That's probably where I'd sit on it. It's a tricky one. If you get Rosie this week, maybe try and get Goulden next week if you can. But maybe you can't. I'm Kiss and I love it, says Has. Will Bite, hopefully I can score better than you this round. Sorry, Bales. See you. Great Watchalong, says Will. Thank you, mate. Do I drop out of the top 100 because of Josh Douglas? No, Tim. He's fairly unique, so I wouldn't imagine that you do. You'll be fine. Jacos owners kissed on the tip. Mate, I don't care if I'm kissed on the tip. I'm happy. I've had some pretty unlucky moments this year. So to limit says a Liddy sub. Has that been confirmed? You're asking if he's sub. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, right? She is leaning to Rosie as well, says Ace of Trades. I guess we'll find out if Liddy's a sub. Let's just have a look at who's on the bench for Port Adelaide. Jackson, Lord, Liddy, Sin, and Lorenz. It could be Lorenz, because at least Liddy and Jackson were more closer to the 22. I think it will be Lorenz, but it could be Liddy or Jackson as well. It won't be Sin or Lord. So just something to watch there as well. So I guess we'll find out. Why can't I get a good round or get kissed, says Ben? I guess you got to get really unlucky and then it will come around and you get luck, maybe. I don't know. It's it's an interesting game we play. But that will do it for the watch-along tonight. Another long watch-along, 3 hours and 20 minutes over. Is there a way to see ownership in the top 100, top 1,000? On Mirror's Magic, I know they've got. I don't know where else you can get it. But actually, that's a good question. I want to see what's Josh Dacos's ownership. Because I want to see what's his price actually as well. So Josh Dacos goes up 21k. He'll be 999k. So essentially $1 million. Break even to 89. Wow, that's massive. And then player stats. I won't show a huge amount of this because this is obviously Selby's thing, and I don't want to sort of show all this. Just I can go through individual stats and stuff, but I don't want to show everything just because you got to pay to see this, and I don't want to be showing all the Selby stuff all the time. But hang on, I don't know why it's not loading. I'm going to have to refresh, aren't I? I'm actually interested to hear Craig McRae's press conference after, because I'm hoping that someone asks him about Josh Dacos's last quarter and if he stays there, because that was incredible. Of course it's not loading. I might have to do it on my phone if it doesn't load. I will just check on my phone as well, and if it loads on the computer in the meantime, then that's fine. Let's have a look. Or maybe it's just Maria's magic. Maybe it's just the website's not working at the moment, maybe. Oh, here we go. Finally, here we go. So Josh Dacos. No, it's not loading the prices. I was going to check. So Nick Dacos. Oh, here we go. In order. So Nick Dacos, 96% top 1,000, 97% top 100, and all the top 10. So pretty much everyone that's got him would have VC'd him. I'd be shocked if many people went against it. Maybe some people to be really unique, but yep. And then Josh Dacos has gone in 6K for the year. So his ownership, 29% of the top 1,000, 28% of the top 100, 20% of the top 10. So no, not a lot of people got him. So that's a massive, massive unique that's helped. So that could put me on for a good week if all my other players can do their roles. Oh, what was Noah Anderson's ownership as well? 17% of the top 1,000, 13% top 100. And what was Doc? Because obviously Doc is on my bench, but so Doherty was 36% top 1,000, 37% top 100. So that's pretty much it there anyway. Any adjustments? I don't think there was. Cheers, Bales. Good luck rest of the week, says Haz. Thank you, mate. Cheers, Bales. 100 like streak stays on, says Limits. Yes, it does. Legends again. I'm done. CSS pen. All good, mate. Nick Dacos sold, says the Chats. Tony Ford, watching your reaction to the quarter again. You've already said no chance at him scoring 70 for the quarter. Oh, there you go. Kissed as heck, says Ben Hayes. Mate, I'll take it. I've had a tough year. So last couple of weeks have been good, though. Limits, Sam Taylor over Max Hall for me. I reckon can just afford him. Get on him early while he's still injured, I reckon, says Limits. Not happening. The chat, should I get rid of Cherry? Got the money to get Grundy and have 124k for next week. You could definitely do it. Yeah, if you've got nothing else to do with your trades, you can definitely do that trade. So, but that'll do us for the watch long. But what a watch long it was. That last quarter was incredible. I might even just see my reaction to when he kicks his goals and whatever and see what happens. But that was incredible. But we will be back tomorrow night for another watch along. So hopefully see a heap of you guys there again. At this stage, we're doing Richmond Essendon. Is what we're doing in the chats. Cheers, Bells. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. At the moment, we're doing Richmond Essendon just because a lot of us have got Merritt and Martin, and they'll likely be our captains, right? So another good one, says Chats. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. But yes, make sure you do smash like on the video. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We've got content daily on the channel every single day. There's multiple watch-alongs every single weekend as well. So make sure you guys tune into those if you'd like. Well, obviously, you're tuning into one now. But, yeah, like, subscribe, Patreon if you'd like to jump in there. Last couple of months, I think it's only like $20 to jump in for the final 6-7 weeks. If you want to see what the Patreon's about, maybe you're keen for it next year as well, just if you want to see, then yeah, feel free. But yes, smash like, subscribe, Patreon, all that good stuff, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow night for another watch along. What time will we be live? That is a good question, even though I'm asking it myself. Start 7:35, so we'll be live. I'll probably start the stream live at 7:15. 7:15 Eastern, 5:15 per time. And we'll get started maybe 10-15 minutes before the game. So anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow night for another watch along. Hope your players can smash a good score. Hopefully the Crows can get the job done. But I'm a bit nervous for that game. But yeah, looking forward to it. Thanks everyone. Have a good night. See ya.